along from the Kenny Center on the campus of JU. Incredible auction items available throughout the day to raise money for JU athletics.
Hey, Hicken here for Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code JAX, J-A-X, to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code JAX to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
The Drill on 1010 XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the boot.
Rise and shine! Cougar, it's go time on a Thursday morning. Check number 2. One more box to check, and I guess we're at full force heading into the NFL's off-season-ish, right? Does the NFL really ever stop? We're right into the Super Bowl and straight ahead from here. We got the Combine. We got the draft, obviously. Free agency will be beginning shortly. We got to get somebody, captaining the ship, and that's the general manager, and we'll wait on that. But we start this morning with the news you may have heard already, and that is the Jaguars have their offensive coordinator. Pretty clear pattern emerged here through this whole process, and that is this reliance on Liam Cohen's background. He's comfortable with who he's learned from, what they did, others from that same school. And we've seen him by proxy kind of associate himself with the, I guess, the McVay tree. Is that how you want to say it? Good morning, friend.
Stop by, say, Jeffrey.
As I get going down here on my technological highways, go to the Google machine.
Heads to Google.
Dude, give me the NFL coaching trees today. You know what I mean? Current NFL coaching trees. I mean, we've talked about this before. I think this matters. If it's a one-off, I think you got to write it up to individual talent. But if every dude you send off from your staff to be a head coach becomes a playoff, and in one case a Super Bowl, at least an appearance, head coach, doesn't it become a safer and safer bet in taking players who have fruits, as it were, that would come off of that tree? Because, we've mentioned this before. There's Sean McVay, who has won a Super Bowl and been to another. And now does McVay, by the way, come from Shanahan? Is that where that comes from in Washington? Did they work together with Shanahan as a coordinator and McVay under him? I don't know where the tree starts and stops all the time. But then, under Sean McVay or with Sean McVay, you've had Matt LaFleur. And I've detailed these resumes. He's not going to go back over them. You've had Matt LaFleur. You've had Zach Taylor, Press Taylor's more successful brother. And you got Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, who's just done terrific things. Also, a part of that tree, Liam Cohen, who now also can claim last season in Tampa and its offensive prodigiousness. Is that a word? If it's not, the text line will let me know. Trust me.
All right, yeah, I got that the little coaching tree joint pulled up.
All right, what you got?
Let's see here at the top. Andy Reid's tree is crazy.
Okay, who's under the Reid tree right now? Oh, you got it right here. You know what? You send it to me.
I did.
That's my guy right there, up and at him here on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. All right, but what you've discovered already as I get this thing activated and going down the so this is relatively recent. This is July of 2024. Yeah, you're right. So under Reid, Harbaugh, Peterson, McDermott, current coaches, Harbaugh, Peterson no more, Bowles, McDermott. I mean, you got good coaches here. Nothing special, dude. I mean, these guys aren't. You got 2 Super Bowl champs under Reid. who has his own 3, right? But John Harbaugh and Doug Peterson. And by the way, each of those won Super Bowls long ago, and neither right now are considered the cream of the crop of NFL coaches.
Yes, sir.
Kyle Shanahan, the Shanahan tree. Mike McDaniel, Robert Saleh, D'Amico Ryans. Meh. Sean McVay, Zach Taylor, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, Brandon Staley, he also claims. Now, Staley won, but he's the one guy who was from the defensive side of the ball. But, man, those idiotic decisions on 4th down in his own territory late in the game with leads, it's just inexplicable. It's like he was running the Mavs front office on Sunday afternoons. And now you can add Liam Cohen to that. But Taylor, LaFleur, O'Connell, that's a younger, more offensive-minded tree. And isn't that what we want here? By the way, if young is what you want, the morning's top news and what got us started down this storyline is the Jaguars hiring of Grant Udinski as their offensive coordinator. He comes from Minnesota. He is card him at your local dailies. You better card him. 29-year-old, a rapid riser, must be an impressive young man. All right. I let Jaguars.com do the heavy lifting, and here are some things to know about him. This past year, he's with the Vikings. Now look, and we talked about this. We have a head coach committed to calling plays. That's gonna narrow the field of guys who are going to take that job, who either are calling plays already or who in their next job want to call plays. But he spent this past year with the Vikings, their assistant offensive coordinator, assistant quarterbacks coach. A good unit to be aligned with, considering what they did with Sam Darnold in that offense this year. Let's see, 9th in the NFL in points scored, 12th in yards, playoff team 14-3, 6th in passing offense, 237. So we have a head coach who last year was an offensive coordinator, had the 4th best running attack, and now an offensive coordinator who is part of the pass game coordinator role in Minnesota, and they were 6th in the NFL. Obviously, you must be considered a top rising young coach if you're only 29 and you've advanced this far, this quickly. The story goes, as his coaching career started, he was living in a Walmart parking lot in his car, starting a GA job at Baylor, E.T.
Started from the bottom.
Do you see that?
I didn't know that.
My man's living in a Walmart parking lot. And by the way, this is out of college. He's 29. It ain't that long ago. What were we all doing back in 2017, 2018? Not that long ago. Although when you put it in terms of the Jaguars in that 2017 season, that seems 20 years ago, doesn't it? Listen, this offseason, he was considered for offensive coordinator positions with the Texans, Seahawks, and Bucks. He's been in the league just 5 years. He came in with the Carolina Panthers as a coach's assistant. That came after just 1 year at Baylor. He spent 3 years with the Vikings as an offensive assistant. Listen to this series of promotions. Promoted after each of the first 2. A defensive end at Towson in college in his playing career. He went to school at Davidson originally, I believe, as a tight end. He was the Vikings assistant quarterback coach in 2023, director of special projects in 2022, up to assistant offensive coordinator last year, and now the Jaguars offensive coordinator. Here is what Kevin O'Connell said about him back in November. He's the Vikings head coach. He's got such an unbelievable understanding from his background on offense and defense, and his sheer football stamina is something I really admire. I joke with him all the time. Nobody loves football like you, man. Oh, Pacelli's going to love this cat, huh? And I'm sure Liam Cohen is. Listen, by the way, there is something of a McVay connection here, right? As was the case with new defensive coordinator Anthony Campanile, there are branches of the McVay coaching tree in the Udinski hire. Liam Cohen with the Rams from 18 to 20 and again in 2022. O'Connell, offensive coordinator of the Rams in 20 and 21. Udinski under McConnell the past few years. Campanile was a defensive run game coordinator, linebackers coach under Matt LaFleur, who came from Sean McVay. But they love him in Minnesota. It's another guy that you get that they hate to lose. You feel me? Like whoever gets Doug Peterson, who's got a great resume and a Super Bowl winning coach, and he did a great job here in one of his 3 seasons for what it's worth as he rides off into the sunset. Whoever gets him isn't getting a guy that his previous fan base wishes they hadn't lost. Just put it that way. Now, it's a much bigger profile, obviously, with a head coaching job and obviously the success that he has had in the past. Well, old playoff Jimmy got his way. I just feel like some of these aging teams, no matter what they do, they're just spinning their wheels and spending their money. Are the Warriors, in your mind, a legitimate NBA title hopeful because they added Jimmy Butler?
Man, no.
Right? No.
They had some money that they just wanted to spend. That's all that looks like to me.
You know, they wanted Kevin Durant, who said thanks but no thanks. They settled for Jimmy Butler, who ironically wanted to go to where Kevin Durant is. There's not a league that's ever existed. I don't know, maybe professional soccer. It seems like those superstars can dictate their way around. But, buddy, when an NBA star says, I've had enough here, he's done, isn't he?
Every time.
You can work out of those in other sports, it feels like. You get to those breaking points in the NFL and Major League Baseball. And I don't know if it's because of the contractual situations or what it is, that nobody forces his way to where he wants to go, like NBA superstar. And Jimmy Butler, superstar-ish. In the playoffs, he is. Plays best basketball in the playoffs. He's a great fit for Golden State. Style of basketball he plays and the way that Golden State runs their offense, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of flash to the basket type look. So, but I think, look, De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, much bigger impact deal. The Lakers made a deal yesterday to bring in a young center that you never heard of because he's playing for the Hornets, toiling in anonymity early in his career. But this Mark Williams is a 7-foot young guy. It's a really good pickup for the here and now in the Lakers. Now, they traded Dalton Knecht, who they like out there, but think about it. I mean, Dalton Knecht's just a poor man's Luka, isn't he?
Basically.
Now, he's more spot-up shooter. He's not near as versatile as Luka. He's never going to, especially the rebounding part, even though he's a big kid. But they liked him out there. He had played well. And, suddenly you get Luka healthy, and now you do have that center that was the missing piece after dealing AD. LeBron got one little run in him. Boy, that West is good, full of young players. I saw SGA went off last night, another 50-pointer.
That boy is good.
He's had 3 in like a month or something.
He's averaging like 38 points in the last 10 games or something crazy.
Yeah. Yep. All right, our guys should be happy today. They got Pete Alonso at a relatively affordable price, 2 years, $54 million for the Mets first baseman. This seemed like such a no-brainer. We had Daniel Murphy in yesterday. Again, appreciate tip the cap to Murph for sitting and hanging out with us yesterday. Love his perspective, from both the experienced side and just from the sports fan side. And ditto for Matty Every. And you can check out, I think he said that his segment starts Friday. I could be wrong. Anyway, he's one of those PGA Tour live feeds, giving a little in-match gambling insight. That's my boy. Let's take our first time out. We'll come back with more. Happy to be up and down with you. We're back to full strength today, so we'll welcome our buddy Dan Hicken back into the fray again. Now his Mets with Pete Alonso back in the fold. It made too much sense. They win the stare down with Boris. And baseball, man, just around the corner. Within a couple of weeks, pitchers and catchers report for spring training as I'll latch on and ride that baby into football season. All right, up and at 'em, here we are. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Thanks for being with us. You're listening to 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here, where electrifying moments come to life
Inside of a minute to play.
and legendary performances live.
monumental milestone in a legendary career.
1010XL, the power of Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Mia here. You want to know what I'm so over? Resolutions. You want to know what I am into? The revolution, hitting the road in a new Toyota from Arlington Toyota. So what do you say? Join the Arlington Toyota revolution and save big with financing as low as 0% on select new models. Or get up to $8,500 off select new Toyotas. Plus, every new Toyota purchase from Arlington Toyota comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty and 60-day exchange. Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter mile east of 295, or at arlingtontoyota.com. Visit arlingtontoyota.com/0% for full details.
Roll with Hard Rock Bet for Big Game 59 because we're rolling out over $5.9 million in bonus bets. The big game kicks off Sunday in New Orleans, but get your share of Big Easy bonus bets now so you can place more bets on us instead of using your own cash. It's the big game rollout. $5.9 million in promos only on Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The Jacksonville Icemen are back home Friday and Saturday night as they battle the Trois Rivières Lions. Friday's game is Cancer Awareness Night, presented by Liberty Landscape. Come support the Icemen as they fight to stick it to cancer. Saturday, bring your dog to the game for Pucks and Paws Night, presented by Forever Vets Animal Hospital. 7 o'clock at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksIceman.com, or call 904-602-PUCK. Iceman Hockey is #Frozen Frenzy.
Hey, this is David with Royal Pest Services. The fact that we've been bundled up the past month gave us an idea. Let's bundle up also with our Centricon and Pest Control Bundle, starting at $349. Visit RoyalPestServices.com for your free inspection.
It's kind of like his own private locker, and you're his guest.
Every time we talk, I'm reinvigorated by my love of the game.
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Hayes Blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Don't miss the big game specials at Southern Steer Butcher. Check out our website for the big game snack attack, party combo, sampler combo, and the best buffalo dip you've ever had.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Leading the JU Dolphins to an NCAA Division I championship in 1970, Artis Gilmore still holds the highest career rebounding average in Division I history. Gilmore played in the ABA and in the NBA and was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. Gilmore also serves as a special assistant to the president for Jacksonville University. I'm E.T., and this Black History Month profile on 1010XL is brought to you by Instant Keys. Fast, professional, honest locksmith service.
Hi, I'm Laura Renstrom, Vice Chair at the Players. We are proud to support the Clara White mission and their goal to prevent homelessness through advocacy, housing, job training, and employment. It's 33 days until the Players.
Frank Frangie here for Stanley Pools. If you're dreaming of putting in a pool this year, choosing the right company is the most important decision you'll make. I've trusted Stanley Pools to build my pool, renovate my pool, and maintain my pool. Stanley Pools has been the best in the business since 1988, and they're still family-owned. Call them today at 904-269-7277 or find them online at StanleyPoolsFL.com. That's Stanley Pools, a family tradition of fine swimming pools.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about the fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back on a Custom Tree Searches Thursday. Time for Life Lessons with Uncle Jeff. There are two types of people in the world. You can apply this to various situations. No matter the situation, there's two types of people in the world. One is, let me ask you, E.T. Let's find out which kind of person E.T. is.
Okay.
There's two types of people in the world. When you give a dude a nickname and you find out he doesn't like it, there's two types of people in the world. They use the nickname over and over as much as they can, or they say, okay, and they don't use it anymore.
Nah, if you don't want to be called so, I'm not going to call you that.
I mean, that, okay, I, shockingly for some of you, would fall into the latter category,
Right, you'll dig into it.
Yeah. If they don't like, okay, we'll back off. We'll go in a different direction. All right? To the text line we go. I'm going to circle back and put some context to that. The text line is on my lifetime enclosures. E.T., what dumb intern uploads the drill to the app because it takes forever? This is from yesterday. It's almost 11, and it's not available.
Mind you, we get off air at 10.
Yeah, you get off the air at 10. So first, what I was going to say is, how dare you disparage our interns? We got great interns around here.
We do.
Which takes me to, among the most recent interns, we've got Yoda. He seems to be fine with his nickname.
Yeah.
And then we got intern John, who forever was just intern John. Out of the goodness of my heart, I tried to put Johnny Ballcap on him. He's always wearing a hat.
I like that one. I liked it.
He don't like it.
No, I know he doesn't like it.
Found out he don't like Johnny Ballcap. So, okay, we'll go off with Johnny Ballcap. All right there, intern. He's not an intern anymore? What is he now? Just John? Congratulations, bro. Now you're the most generic. I mean, okay, here comes John. Just saying. Two kinds of people in the world. Which direction do you go? So anyway, E.T., who was that intern?
That would be me.
I love it. Give the guy credit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He wants to listen to his favorite show.
Well, no, and he also came back. he came, oh, man, my bad. I'm not trying to.
He cooked me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put you on the barbecue right out the gate here. My bad. Sorry about that. Okay, in Like a Lion is a high school recruiting and signing day, and Out Like a Lamb. The lion roars in December. Just about everything in the college football world takes care of itself there. And then we get in February, we get a couple of bleats from the lamb, and there's a little bit of tidying up to do when it came to National Signing today, with some certainly winners and losers and some takeaways. First things first. That Florida momentum that I said had them in 7 in the 24/7 composites, with some things some other programs did yesterday. In Florida's case, Michigan, they are number 8 in that ranking. And in total disclosure, I think it's on 3. One of the other ones, they're 11th. So Billy Napier's squad falls, around 10th, which is good, not great. And there is a little bit of a difference. The average rating per player is lower for this one. It's a bigger filler class, some filler in this class that in the first couple of classes, he didn't have, right? Like one of his classes, 16 of his 22 were 4 stars. Well, this year maybe 14 of 26 with more 3 stars. The overall, cum total keeps you that top 10, but the average is a little bit lower, all of which really means nothing. I really believe that. You go get a bunch of good 3s and 4s and coached right, beat anybody. That's for doggone sure. And as you get to that highest level, winning titles, going to playoffs, you get the 5 stars. They just naturally come along with your recruiting efforts. So, winners and losers yesterday. Look, Michigan hit a home run with a 5-star on the defensive side of the ball. And so they ended up just jumping ahead of Florida and into the top 10. So good work. Actually, it was an offensive lineman, I believe, for Michigan, the tackle. One of a few 5-stars that remain. Bill Belichick's certainly been an interesting story, and he gobbled up a bunch of 3-stars they weren't projected to get, and he's taken, the recruit. I think it was in the 30s or 40s maybe from, the outer banks of destruction. So that was certainly a storyline yesterday. It was interesting to hear from Dion Sanders. Dion's name bubbled in the NFL offseason coaching circles, right?
Yes, sir.
Certainly in the rumor mill with Dallas and other places. Stayed at Colorado after the Cowboys apparently showed some interest. But Dion said on his TV talk show, the pro game is, well, too, quote, prime time even for Sanders these days. Speaking with former Cowboys star quarterback Troy Aikman, Sanders reflected on the intensity of practices when the two were teammates in Dallas in the 90s and how it compares with today's NFL. I couldn't coach pro ball, Sanders said. That's why I say I couldn't coach. I know it was cute, but I couldn't coach pro ball because the way they practice, the way they go about it, I couldn't take it. As a man and as a football enthusiast, and I care about the game. The game is still providing for Troy and I, Aikman. So there's no way I could allow that to happen on my watch. That would be tough. Good for you, man. A little bit of old school fight there, but Dion still has enough of a foot in the new school that he carries it a little broader base, I think. You'd feel me, E?
Absolutely.
Dion's going to connect with the young.
Absolutely.
More than,
the young boys, they know
more than Bill
Dion.
Belichick.
Yes.
It's not a new sentiment, by the way. He told 60 Minutes back in 2022 he wouldn't be interested in any NFL openings. 13-12 in 2 years, 9-4 last year. But, man, he had the Heisman Trophy winner and a quarterback who, by all appearances, is going to go in the top 5, top 10 for sure. Aikman said for Dallas, Dion would have been a really good fit because he would have commanded the room and his personality is such that people would have known he's in charge. I think that's important for the organization. The Cowboys alums are just sick of it, aren't they? You see more and more little side shots and raised eyebrows to the movements. Aikman says some of Sanders' former teammates with the Cowboys were perturbed by Jerry Jones not pushing for a formal interview or making Sanders an offer. You didn't need a call from me, Aikman said. I was watching, wondering how this whole thing was going to unfold. I will say this. As you know, playmaker Michael Irvin's a Cowboy apologist. You're not getting an official interview, not being hired. Even I'm not sure he's on the right train now. Wow. They're cannibalizing themselves in Dallas. Couldn't happen to a better organization. Enjoy yourself, Dallas. Suckle on this prolonged a stretch of no success. I wonder how active the Jaguars are going to be in free agency, and I wonder where they'll hit and attack on that free agency side versus what they plan to do in the draft. I wonder how the two correlate. I'm excited to see with the new brain trust. Now, I still got to get a GM. I'm excited to see with the new brain trust how they will overhaul this roster. I don't think this is a rebuild. I do think it's a fine-tuning, but I think it's a fine-tuning that you could still turn over half the roster. We got to get a lot better in the middle ground. We need some stars to really emerge. I asked Fred when we had him earlier this week, do we just have one bullet in our holster on offense? I mean, he's the only guy that we can really prop up among the dominant players in the league right now, Brian Thomas Jr., and we'll all remind you he's only done that 1 year, but feels like those receivers that flash like that in year one, they don't get worse, see?
Oh.
Some of the other positions can.
Uh-huh.
You can get some running backs in. Bucky Irving this year went for 1,200. Let's see. I mean, Travis Etienne's gone backwards. It hadn't taken long. I think when we look at Brian Thomas Jr. 3 or 4 years into his career, like Travis Etienne is right now, we're going to be looking at a guy who's gone to the Pro Bowl every year and is catching 1,500, 1,600 yards worth of passes. It feels that way, at least.
It does, and the tree that he comes from kind of like leads us to think that as well with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and those guys.
I'm seeing some of the free agent projections, whether it's PFF or SI, CBS, NFL Network. You know, they all do it to one place or another. They're one guy who shows up in some of the projections, not all of them. Like, you know, some of these websites may put free agent fits for teams and have the same guy fit for 4 or 5 different teams on the list. Well, I mean, yeah, no duh. But Dolphins safety, Javon Holland, he's just 24 years old. He has a working history with Campanile when they were together in Miami. He tweeted, I can't remember, either raised eyebrows, something. The guys that said something complimentary when Campanile got the job here, so that would at least be on the radar. He's a standout. He can play anywhere in the secondary, nickel, box defender, ball skills, football IQ. And SI is projecting that the Jags would be well served to look at him. PFF was going down their list and fits, and they went with it. It was a defensive tackle, I think. I'm not sure. Did I save this here? No, I didn't. A defensive tackle, I think, from the Vikings, but could be a real disruptor. And then they pointed out the metrics, and that's what stood out to me more than the name that they were attaching. Was just a reminder of the metrics of the interior or a defensive line last year. Gang, it was just as bad as the interior of the O-line. Worse. I'll find that, in fact. That column that I read from Pro Football Focus, it was, God, it was, man, I don't want to misspeak. I want to say like a single-digit percentage win rate or success rate in one important aspect. I mean, bad. So maybe we'll revisit that and do more. I'm going to tee up news from the Super Bowl. It's down to the wire now. It seems every time I look at somebody on ESPN or on one of the sports channels and they're being asked about the Super Bowl, and they go through it all, and then they get to the end and they say who you got, it seems like every single person that they ask that question of answers, I mean, I got Mahomes and the Chiefs. Not going to bet against him. I wonder, I'm going to take a look at this today too. Nothing is wagered on in the U.S., and the betting culture right now is a little out of control, quite frankly. But there is no event wagered on like the Super Bowl. So some facts and figures about that coming up this weekend as well. We'll do that and more with the Football Fix. You're listening to The Drill. It's a custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans at Caesars Superdome. Chiefs a 1.5 or a 1-point favorite over the Philadelphia Eagles, depending upon the book. Some sports books have adjusted the line to Kansas City laying 1 as bettors start to put wagers on the Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Scotty Scheffler plus 275 to win the Waste Management Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale this week. Justin Thomas 14-1. Hideki Matsuyama is 16-1. College basketball today, it's Jacksonville laying 8.5 at Stetson. Bellarmine, 11-point road dogs at North Florida. The total, 163. $250 bonus, and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Love is in the air this February, but nothing kills the mood like a plumbing or HVAC problem. Whether it's a leaky pipe, a backed up septic tank, or your heater isn't keeping things cozy, don't worry. We've got you covered. Call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Our expert team is here to keep your home running smooth, no matter the issue. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Before the Great American Race on Sunday,
The high banks of Daytona heat up with a Saturday night showdown in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Experience the intense competition up close on the sport's biggest stage to kick off the 2025 season. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona International Speedway, Saturday, February 15th. Tickets start at just $49, and kids 12 and under are free in general admission. Secure your seats now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Attention homeowners, Chelsea here. For a limited time, Renewal by Andersen is making it easy to upgrade your home during our free window month. When you buy 4 windows or patio doors, you'll get 1 free. Our exclusive Fibrex material delivers the perfect combination of energy efficiency, durability, and style. Perfect for your home makeover this season. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window. Restrictions apply. See website for details. License number CGC 1527613.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
If you'd like to try something different this year for Valentine's Day, you'll find great gift ideas from
Beard's Diamonds and Jacksonville Flower Market.
Find everything you need to know at 1010XL.com. Happy Valentine's Day from 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. As the temps outside are warming up, so is Zero Res. Right now, it's the hottest price of the year. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $147, and the 4th room is free. That's right, the 4th room is on me. Google Zero Res and see what people are saying. Zero Res has over 6,000 5-star reviews. Remember, February is the hottest price of the year for Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for $147, and the 4th room is free. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, Hicken here, or just call me Dreamfinders Danny. For a limited time to ring in the new year, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down that rate and get in the game. You heard me right. It's 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
The best golfing weather is upon us, and the Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to enjoy your next round of golf with us. Our welcoming atmosphere and love for golf keep our friends coming back. Check us out at hiddenhillsgc.com. You'll be glad you did.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It just starts with honesty and communication, right? That when I was interviewed for the position, okay, what are the things that maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars can improve on? Here's my evaluation. This is an honest, open conversation that we're having. and then be able to go back and forth on some of those values, the moral compasses, the standards at which you want to kind of operate at, right? And then once we do get the staff in and the players in, it's having similar conversations just in a different way, right? And how do we reach all these guys in a different way? Everybody learns differently. Everybody adapts to change differently. And I think that's what's going to be important about getting our boots in the ground and really have a good understanding of, all right, these are the guys we're working with. How do we go make them better?
That's Liam Cohen on Jaguars.com. He was answering the question how to gain the trust of the Jags organization, the players, being a young first-time head coach. And again, the Jags news today, offensive coordinator now in place, another young guy, really young, 29-year-old Grant Udinski, who has just shot up through the ranks very quickly. Last 3 years with Minnesota, where, and I told you earlier in this hour, Kevin O'Connell raves about him, his love for football, a guy who's passionate about football, concepts based, again, in that Rams Sean McVay tree. And look, one thing that Cohen is will bring success for him and his team real quick would be a quarterback who can get back into that consistent production that we saw from Trevor Lawrence for a good chunk of his career there, really, from the middle part of 2022 through the middle part of 2023. And then outside of those windows, there have been sporadic, spurts of success, sporadic productive games. Really, he's only had that 16-17 game stretch of consistency that it showed, and it's going to be important for Liam Cohen and the offense and that he builds around and through Trevor Lawrence to give our quarterback and ultimately our team and our fans their best chance. So here's Cohen again with Jaguars.com on working and plans for Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's an extremely talented football player. He's a quarterback in the sake of the word, right? When you watch his purest throw, that looks like what you really kind of want to build in a lab in a lot of ways, right? Tall, big, strong, athletic. Those are unbelievable things. And then you start to get to know him a little bit, right? You start to hear the humility and what he wants to bring to this city and to this organization. That's exciting, right? And that's where you looked at it like, man, he's willing. He's very much so capable. He's shown to do so before. Now, how do we help him around, right? How do we help around him be better in the run game, defend it a little bit better to make sure that, hey, we can maximize him to be at his best when his best is required?
Well, they all say that's not a 4-win roster. We shall see. The Jags will get on the field a 3 weeks earlier than the rest of the league, except for other teams that have a first-year head coach. So not sure how far Trevor is along with the shoulder surgery, exactly what the role he takes in that, but certainly will be there and through that all, regardless of the progression that he can make physically. All right, fire up the band. We got a football fix. I was talking about the betting number. I'm a little bit surprised, but more money on the Eagles. Everywhere I turn and see an official prediction, and everyone says, man, I can't go against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's where I fall. I will say this, and here's the one question I have about Philly. Was their road getting here? As opposed to having to beat Buffalo like Kansas City did last week. And, the Texans, that's kind of what same level that it feels like. Here are the Eagles. They dodged Detroit. They dodged Minnesota. They got a Rams team who apparently they broke the quarterback's ribs late first half or third quarter. The Packers before that came in, beat up. Remember, Jordan Love didn't even play the last game or was knocked out in the last game of the season. That being said, that roster looks awful good. But, 52% of the money as we sit here on Friday is on the Eagles. As right now a 1-point underdog. The Chiefs have bumped down just a stitch to a 1 point. It's the total that everyone's hammering. What do you think the score of the game is going to be? What do you think the total points will be? Without looking at what the posted total is, I'm just curious where your range is going to fall. Give me the final score of the Super Bowl right now on the spot.
32-28.
32-28.
Just like last week.
Okay, that's 32. That's 60 points.
Okay.
Perhaps that's why 70% of the betting public are on the over 48.5.
Oh.
You think it's going to 60. That's how much, that's how much wiggle room is there, so to speak. I see Pete Prisco, by the way. There's another one who will be picking the Chiefs. NFL is headed to Australia, mate. So down under, it's the Rams who will make the historic trip. I believe it's scheduled for 2026. Most likely it'll come in week 1. But, yeah, NFL officially hitting another continent for the first time. Rams will serve as the home team. There had been reports that Eagles would also be playing in Australia, but apparently that won't be the case. With the Rams serving as the home team, their opponent will be one of the 9 teams they are scheduled to play at home in 2026. In case you're wondering, the Jaguars are not one of those 9 teams, so we do enough traveling already, right?
Gesundheit.
Yeah. Thank you. Used to have a sneeze button. I don't know what to tell you. Technology's gone backwards, at least in that regard. I would talk about the Super Bowl, and I started to mention Jalen Carter limited with an illness. Early in the week, though, in illness, far different than injury, right? The defending champs, the Chiefs, man, they're probably as healthy as they've been all year. And they had guys that missed a lot of the year that they were just sprinkling back into the lineup, either late in the season, in some cases the final game or first postseason game. And completely healthy as they go for the 3-peat. All right, NFL says it's testing new technology to help spot the footballs. You know, there's still going to be a gray area here. And that is, there's still going to be at times where the view of the knee and where it's down is going to be compromised by a big mass of humanity. But so many times that's not the case. So many times with this infrared technology or whatever they use, when the whistle blows, you'll be able to precisely say how far the ball got down the field. It's bad. How bad were the Cowboys? Even the Cowboys know how bad the Cowboys were. Micah Parsons asked about, Derrick Henry, who a lot of people thought Dallas should have been a lot more aggressive and made him a Cowboy. Wasn't the narrative actually, didn't Henry want to be a Cowboy?
He wanted to be a Cowboy.
Oh, man. Micah Parsons says, yeah, I don't even think Derrick Henry would have helped us.
Dang.
Yeah. All right, this from, we'll finish with this. It's the Football Fix. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Joint Creek Golf Club. And by the way, it's Big Orange Chorus time again. Get that singing Valentine. They're up and loaded. Go to bigorangeChorus.com and order yours. Or you can, I think it's 355-SING, I believe. I don't have it currently. Been doing that a lot of years. It's a big hit. It'll sell out. So go ahead and pre-order yours today. Chris Jones was asked the team he feels is the biggest threat in the AFC. Who do you think he said? I'm going to get what? Before you do, I'm going to tell you that the answer is not going to sit well in Buffalo or Baltimore.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Sure. By the way, Chris, you're wrong. The answer
Cincinnati?
is Buffalo or Baltimore. I'm guessing Cincinnati. I haven't looked yet. By the way, this is not a build-up to unveil this shocker that it's the Jaguars. Trust me. I'm going to say Cincinnati. Who else could it be? That's what I was also wondering. Who could it be in the AFC? Who could be could it be the Chargers? A division
Miami
opponent? Maybe a respect for Jim Harbaugh and what he's going to do there? Could it be Houston? D'Amico Ryans and C.J. Stroud? It feels like it's Joe Burrow and it's the Bengals because in Chris Jones' time there, that's one team that's gotten them. Hadn't Joe Burrow got the Chiefs more than the Chiefs got Joe Burrow? I feel like he's got a winning record against me. Would that surprise you?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, if you know, you know. I'm going to say the Cincinnati Bengals, Jones said. They're always at the cusp. Unfortunately, injuries have played a huge part in their lack of success. So much respect for the Bengals. You got to look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen has played some of the best football ever played. Lamar Jackson, I mean, he'll probably win MVP again. We got so many good teams, man. It's hard to say. Ravens will get there eventually. Cincinnati ended up being there. They've started to get there. The Bills are hungry. There's the belief in Joe Burrow. I really feel like, I don't know. I just sense there's a belief among his peers that if you're in a Super Bowl and you've got your choice of anyone not named Joe Burrow, who would win the poll? I get a sense that it might be Joe Burrow, even though even though the same players would tell you Lamar Jackson's the best this or Josh Allen's the MVP that.
Joe different, man.
That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Home Course, the Joint Creek Golf Club, and the Big Orange Course. Get that singing Valentine. Do something special this year. It's cool. It's easy. And you can take care of it right here. They always hook you up. They'll give you a little bit of a discount when you use 1010XL. Again, you can go to bigorangecourse.com to get more intel on how you can order that up. And I'm almost positive it's 355-SING. If it's not that, just go through the entire list of numbers and then go sing. Or just go to 355-SING. Here we go, right here. I was stalling there. Did you see that? Did you feel that, E?
I felt it.
Yeah, yeah, it's probably not good then. 355-SING. Should have trusted myself. That's right. Price this year just $75. They're delivering all day next Thursday and Friday for Valentine's Day. Hershey's Kiss, 2 songs by the quartet, digital fun. I'm going to say something, and I love my friends over there, man. These guys have not adjusted with inflation, E. It's too cheap, man. They come to you. They give you 2 songs. You get a rose, a big Hershey's Kiss, a digital photo, and it's for $75, man. Huh?
You guarantee afternoon delight.
I did to make money. Next year, E.T., Jeff, and Dan will come sing a lovely for $300. Hicken and Rob more come your way next. It's a custom tree surge this Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You ever have that feeling
1010XL.
where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming? All the time.
1010XL.
I thought it wasn't real. Your mind makes it real.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Yo, E.T. here for MyBookie, and it's finally here. A game so big, we're not even supposed to say the name, where the Kansas City Chiefs takes on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Superdome. This isn't just the biggest game of the year, it's the ultimate betting event, too. If you're not on MyBookie, you're missing out, my boy. The action on the big game, betting with MyBookie goes beyond just picking the winner. There's all type of wild props you can think of for this epic showdown. Will it be heads or tails? What color Gator will be drenching the winning head coach? Even the link to the national anthem. MyBookie loves giving you options to bet on everything. What really makes MyBookie stand out? We make it easy to win and even easier to get that bread back. Whether you deposit with crypto or credit, your bonuses await, and our new loyalty program gives you cash back just for playing. Bet on big game boosted parlays, live betting, and jackpots that can all turn small bets into big wins. Use that promo code 1010XL and double that deposit bonus. So bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at HodgesMazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com. where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller. Hey, pal, what's the matter?
I don't know about this air conditioner, Jason.
You know, my job is actually to...
I mean, 1 minute it's working, and the next minute it's not working. Every time I leave the house, I don't know if I'm coming back to a nice, cool oasis or a steaming cesspool of sweaty garbage fumes and dog farts, and then I'll never get to sleep. And I'll be too late to call someone. And what if I've got a big meeting the next morning and I haven't slept a wink?
Okay, dude. Stay cool. Or at least stay cooler.
But
Bueller Air and Plumbing can figure out why your AC only works sometimes and not all the time. We fix that kind of stuff every day.
You mean you can...
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend all your time worrying about an air conditioner that can totally be fixed, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Best Bet is number one. That's right, Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine have one-card poker, the fastest and easiest card game to learn and play. Play one card at a time, and the highest card wins even money. If the card values are the same, it's time for war, just like the game you remember. You must be 18 years or older to play. Learn all the games at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Tax season is here, and your refund can go further at Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Put the extra cash to work by investing in your vehicle, whether it's overdue maintenance, brake repairs, or new tires. Their skilled technicians will help you get the most out of every dollar. With 5 Jacksonville locations, fair prices, and trusted service, Big Chief Tire has everything you need to hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. The Liam Cohen era is underway in Duval. Here's what he says Jags fans need to know about him.
Trevor's an extreme. I think that they would like to hear first and foremost that we want to put together a product that they're proud of. And what does that look like? What we just mentioned in terms of that FAST acronym, but that toughness, the resiliency. Everybody goes through adversity in life, whether it's a town, a community, a city, an organization. Well, we're all at that point right now that we need to see some results, and we've got to get this thing back on track. And I hope that they would know that the resiliency's there, the care factor, the trust, hopefully, that we can build upon. But I'm very committed to trying to get this thing right for this city and for this organization.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. It's 60 degrees at 7 o'clock. Stay cooler with Bueller.
10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Welcome to Runco's Weekly Music.
music.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
You like that?
I like that. It's good to be back.
Stepped onto the kryptonite for the Eagles in the Super Bowl this year. I guess no team that's lost to Kirk Cousins in the regular season has gone on to win the Super Bowl.
Aha!
You like that?
I like that. Is the Super Bowl this week?
It's this Sunday, my friend.
Tonight we find out if Freddie gets in, right?
Tonight!
Freddie already knows.
Freddie knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. But
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
He's building his campaign. We'll be rooting for him tonight. Hopefully he'll get that knock. We had him on Tuesday or Monday. What day? We had him Monday. Obviously he's still waiting. He's not gonna, doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, I think they do know. They can't tell if I.
Is that what it is? I can't remember if they wait until the last minute. They stopped doing that.
Like Eli knows.
Yeah, but remember they stopped. Remember there was a while where you didn't know until the very minute. You just have to wait and see if you get the knock or not. You'd sit there in your room for an hour.
No, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
now
good.
Now they tape the presentation. They come to your door.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if you want to know if someone's in the hall, you just follow them around.
Tony would know.
Tony would know, yeah.
Because Tony would be the guy most likely to present Fred.
Here's what I think.
Think it would be Tony?
I think it'd be Tony, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be, yeah.
Or unless they pick maybe a running back from the
Edge,
hall.
South Florida.
They could pick a running back. But my guess is it would be Tony.
Jim Brown.
I think this is what I would think.
Uh-huh.
The way it is set up now, I think if he was in, we would know.
Yeah.
If he's not in, we wouldn't.
It would leak.
So that, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, I just think we know enough people that know enough people that are, I just think if he was in, we'd know.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is we got to remember, too, that.
But I don't know, so we'll see.
Everything that we do with each other is on camera.
That's true. I'm aware. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm aware. I knew that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you this. You remember how, and we get, you and I get this all the time.
Damn, y'all are good.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
see
not
we
it.
added a young, vibrant, well-spoken.
Sure.
Thank you.
She's terrific. Not you.
No, not
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
come
not
on,
you.
man.
You're
pretty,
old now, by
pretty
the way.
young
You're not
lady.
even young anymore. You used to be our young demo. You're almost 40.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some youth about you. So we'll have
Bronny James jersey. What are you talking about?
Oh, you got it? Are you wearing it?
Yeah, my man. It looks good too.
Man, I'm disappointed.
Guns are back.
I'm disappointed.
Show me the guns. Show me the guns.
I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
I thought it was a G League jersey. I'm really disappointed.
No.
Honestly, I thought you were going to get a Bronny G Leaguer.
Yeah. I chose USC.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Because I thought it gives them a color. I knew he'd be color coordinated.
I didn't notice it was Lakers
stuff. Let me see your footwear. Oh, yeah. They got the. Yeah. I knew he'd match. I knew he'd match. Yeah, I like that.
So,
I like that. Do you like the jersey?
Love the jersey.
Oh,
What does the culture
The
say?
culture loves it.
They do? Okay.
Bronny is the culture's nephew.
Okay.
And I did some research, but we'll talk about that as far as the MVP chant. We'll talk about that later.
All right, I appreciate that. Listen, like I was saying, this is odd to me, but people would always say to you, like, now that football's over, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I went away for a couple days, and it's been like sports just shockers left and right.
Yeah,
Every time I turn around, it's been
awesome.
crazy,
It's
man.
never slow for us, too, because we've got baseball.
Right.
I love the baseball season. Like you football fans love your Jags. That's I know.
Yeah.
So
and pitchers and catchers are reporting.
And I get and baseball fans like not casual. I mean like real like live with wins and losses at times of year where it doesn't matter. It'd be like a football fan throwing his hands up and walking away because you're down 7-0 in the second quarter of the second game.
Right. And in 2025, the polar bear is back.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I'm happy about that.
That was such a no-brainer. Who won that, by the way? Is it a tie?
For what?
Who won? Like, who won the standoff? Ty or?
The Mets.
The Mets killed him?
Oh. 2 years.
Was it 380 is what he wanted? So maybe the AAV was about the same.
Originally, 7/158.
They
offered
no. Oh, yeah, that's
a couple years.
Misread that.
No.
Because he's not his value. You feel like in 2 years or a year, if he opts out, his value will be lower, not higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have taken that 160.
So he gets 30 this year, which is a good year.
He went the unique Ngakoue route.
Yes.
Turned out what's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. I would have taken the extra year. I would have taken the third year if I were him. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, look, I hope he hits 50 home runs and goes through. That's what some. I think Chapman did it for a Boris client.
I just got news for everyone. You know this. You're going to have Juan Soto hitting either probably right in front of you.
Yeah,
so it's going to be it's going to be a little easier to hit when you got somebody like that in the lineup.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
100%. So anyway, we'll. But yeah, so sports everywhere, man. Just nothing to slow down. And Tony gets his deal, and so excited for him. Have we been hired as a think tank? Do we have lunches with Tony once a week?
I think it's assumed.
What's the story?
Yeah, I think it's assumed.
Is there any cash
It was still too fresh when I had him on Tuesday morning.
You didn't flat out ask him?
Tony,
will you listen to us?
Not on the air, but the cajoling on a personal level may get to the point that we get blocked. Like, I think our friendship it's great for Tony. It may be the end of it. Maybe the end of the friendship.
We don't know.
What we do on Mondays is not conducive to. That's not true. It'll be fine. We expect to get all the intel before it happens. We'll be able to tell you who the Jaguars are going to take a couple days before the draft this year.
Well, we know who Tony wants.
Life comes
inside out.
You know what's funny, Dan?
Inside out is Tony Baselli now.
This is how fast life comes at you.
Yeah.
Tony Baselli this year will be near the top of the draft chart. I know he's not picking players, but still, he is in the war room.
Right.
2 years on draft day, I'm with thee and Angie and a couple of friends seeing, Sebastian Maniscalco in Vegas with the draft across the street, barely paying attention.
Yeah.
Talking about the latest botched pick by the Jags in round 5 that year. Oof.
How about?
That's how fast it changes.
You could go back to Chicago Pizza.
Gets his big, right? A draft, a mock draft.
This
Low
guy
point
had
of
to
the
sit
career.
with a bunch of us slappies at Chicago
and we
Pizza.
told him.
As part of a draft party.
Uh-huh.
Tony Baselli, the executive vice president of your Jacksonville Jaguars, Dan, Jeff, and some Googans, sitting there deciding, playing a mock draft. We got him ready for his greatness.
It was an all-time low point. He admitted it. He was so miserable.
It was a tough day for him.
That was great.
He's always fashioned himself more like being in the war room.
That was the year that we had won every year. And first things first, those were fun. It was back when the draft used to be on Saturday. So you get together and you could, now you can't do those because the first round is on a weeknight until late at night. But we used to go, every show would have a team. We'd do a mock draft. You'd turn it in. It was a sugar show, man.
Yeah.
But we had won it a couple of years, and then we lost that year at Chicago Pizza. And us, took the trophy and broke it and left it in a urinal.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, there was some trouble for that.
I heard about that.
Didn't respond well. We blamed our fearless leader, Tony Baselli.
Yeah.
Who led us to no mock draft success. I hope that's not a harbinger.
But now, on draft night, in the war room, Baselli will be standing there. He likes to stand because he's a big man, intimidating.
A resting, angry face.
He'll be standing there looking pensively.
Mm-hmm.
Send it in. Send it in. Send the pick in.
See his face right now.
He'll send the pick in. The boys will be gathered around. Goodell with the 5th pick. The Jaguars select Mason Graham, defensive tackle, Michigan. Yeah! Yes! Shaking hands with everybody.
Fist bumping.
Great pick, Liam.
Yeah.
Great pick, Liam. Yes. You too, GM guy. You too, 29-year-old OC guy. I always say this. I don't care who the OC is. I got scar tissue from the last one. I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't care if he's a rising star. I don't give a darn about him.
Well, that's okay.
Do your job.
Well, all right.
Cohen's calling the plays.
He's done. Yeah, and that's
all I'm saying.
That's understood.
Yeah. So we don't.
But still concepts.
That's fine.
Right.
Concept away, my man.
Yeah, that's what he's brought in.
Don't ever sit there and say, "Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to call plays."
Well, that's the difference in a 29 and a 39-year-old. A 29-year-old gets the title offensive coordinator for 2 or 3 years, and he's not dying to call plays. If you're pressed and you're lapdogging with Doug for half a lifetime. I
tell you what,
you get that bone eventually.
I've watched a few interviews with Tony, and he is adamant about Liam Cohen. We got our guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, I am sitting there thinking, man, Liam Cohen v. all these new coaches, especially Ben Johnson. Yeah. That will be the interesting.
Well, and the two teams are real similar to the Bears, and they've got similar rosters. It's better than they've performed.
Yeah,
they've got young quarterbacks. There's a lot there.
That will be real interesting. How that goes forward and the comparisons that will be inevitably drawn. I'm just telling you here from day one.
Right now.
Oh, the Bears are 2-0.
Yeah.
We're 0-2. That ain't going to fly.
We need to win
much
right harder
away.
road in Chicago. It just is. That division is brutal.
Correct.
This one's easy.
Correct.
It's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indy's still stuck in quarterback purgatory.
I have a celebrity sighting while I was gone, so we'll do 20 questions, so we can do that a little bit later.
All right. That's always fun.
We don't need to jump into that. There's is the trade deadline now over in the NBA?
3 o'clock today.
3 today, yeah.
Okay, did Adam Silver send out a memo last week? Guys, listen.
We need some
confidential memo. Ratings suck. Excuse me, Judy Bug. We're no good. Nobody pays attention. Nobody talks hoops anymore. Do something to shake this league up. Because
I think it shook up NBA fan. I don't think it shook up casual sports fan. They were aware, that's strange, but I don't think all of a sudden
the Luka trade wasn't a stunner?
It is you're missing my point. It's a stunner, just as if who's the best hockey player? Who's the best hockey player in the NHL right now? Is there
Connor McDavid?
McDavid, yeah.
If Connor McDavid were traded somewhere, yes, I would find it shocking. It would be a stunner. I wouldn't suddenly start watching him play for his new team.
Oh,
that's my point.
Yeah.
To the overall sports fan. To NBA fan,
all right.
And it could bring in casual NBA fans.
Maybe this was the memo.
I'm not even casual.
Maybe this was the memo. We've got no chance to succeed unless the Lakers are relevant.
Now that's fair.
Somebody make the Lakers relevant.
That's fair.
Because
they've been doing it since the 60s.
Yeah.
They sent Wilt there.
Yeah.
They sent Kareem there. They gave him number 1 picks and Worthy and Magic. They sent Shaq there. They gave him Kobe.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah.
That GM in Dallas, he needs to go.
Honestly, I would have him make sure he doesn't have dementia or some sort of mental.
That's just
something.
Disgraceful.
When in the history of sport has a top 3 player been traded?
Right.
Without a big, massive drama. You chose to. We can only get better if we get rid of Luka. That was his mentality. You're stupid, bro.
I saw Shaq say fat Luka's 99.9% better than everybody.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look fat either, by the way.
No, by the way, he looked like he'd lost about 10 pounds since we last saw him.
But I don't know if you saw this, Price, but I promise you he saw this. And this is what happened. And this is when I knew AD was toast in L.A., and I should have predicted it.
What's that?
I saw this. So AD comes off the floor, and he's walking down the bench, right?
Okay. When is this?
In L.A.
Just recently?
Lakers, yeah. And so I'm standing up showing Pras. He's walking down the bench, and there's a guy sitting at the end of the bench, last seat. Bronny. And Bronny ain't moving. AD said,
get up.
Get your.
Bronny had to get on the floor.
Bronny had to get up. AD sat down. LeBron popped over, saw that, and said, okay, he's going.
That was the end of AD?
That was the end of AD. That's when the relationship went south.
That was months ago, too.
You don't talk to my son that way?
You saw it, didn't you, E?
I saw it.
You saw him tell Bronny, get out of there. And
he's right.
Yeah, and then LeBron.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
But,
Well, here's how much a stock LeBron apparently has lost in L.A. He's gone from the ability to draft his own son to we're not even going to tell you we're trading our second best player.
Well,
if we believe all that.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I don't either. Because they got the same agent, AD. And AD, by the way, just never doesn't have that California vibe, man.
They won a championship though. So they
in the dark cloak of darkness down in the bubble with computerized
in October.
The lowest rated to this day, and how does that happen when everybody is housebound? Shouldn't you have unbelievable TV ratings in COVID, not the other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Ratings should be at an all-time high during COVID because what else you got to do?
All right, one more topic before we break. It's a fun start to the show. Glad to be back. I saw that we got ranked in the top 15.
Sure we did.
Yes, sir.
Exciting.
I said, we keep up this route, Jeff, I'll be 76. We'll be number 1.
That's right. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
One spot at a time. One day you'll get the quality of Baton Rouge, gang. One day.
Call
Keep your fingers crossed.
Our Dream Finders Homes poll question.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jags, the Gators, and the PGA Tour. Right now, they have a fixed 4.99% interest rate.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, man, that's real good. And so check them out. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your information. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. Now that most of the offseason moves have been completed by the Florida Gators, okay? Most of them. I mean, there's another portal opening, whatever. What is your confidence level with Billy Napier heading into year 4? These are your 4 choices. What is your confidence level with Billy Napier heading into year 4?
Okay.
DJ equals anything's possible.
I can't imagine you're going to give me an answer that more sums up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Program ready to take off. Program ready to take off.
No.
Play the under, 6.5.
Definitely not that.
Last go around in Gainesville for Napes.
That kind of goes along with C. I'll stand by. My initial answer was emboldened by my other choices.
DJ equals anything possible.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything else to go on. That was the abject fact last year. But here's what happens. DJ wasn't the one who sacked LSU's quarterback 8 or 9 times, but those guys feed off of the hope that he had given them.
Okay.
The defense almost feels like they're part of the offense because of DJ and his quiet leadership, but leadership. So as DJ Lagway goes, so will go the Gators this year. This isn't a Billy Napier story. It's a DJ Lagway story. And unless he gets somebody just good behind him, we're going to be having these same conversations in 3 years.
What says you?
Kevin Garnett, he was the face of a campaign that Adidas had. It was anything is possible.
Yes.
You just need to add DJ Lagway in front of that.
I like that.
With DJ Lagway, anything is possible.
Well, I like that. 44.9%. You're both correct. If there is a right or wrong, 292 votes a couple hours ago. Program ready to take off, 21%, so 1 out of 5. Play the under, 15.8. Last go around for Napes in Gainesville, 18.2. So still a lot of doubters going forward. We'll see how it goes. They have, social media, they have things like some of the Gator fans that get driven crazy by things about Napier that tell me you just don't like Napier. Like, it does bother many Gator fans that he wears black on game day. I could care less. I don't know. But
I've never even noticed. That's by the way, that's stupid.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's I see that all the time.
Okay, let me tell you, you only got to have to worry about those people for a max another 15 years.
So anyway, you can vote at Dan Hicken on X or Twitter, and he'll make it available as too. We're just warming up. Lots to do today. It's going to be a fun Thursday. My kind of week, man. Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend is here.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Let's go.
Good for you.
We'll start this up weekly.
All right. I tell you what I am, but I'll tell both of you. But like in the break, the same thing I did last break. I go to the front door and I look out like a little kid up north hoping it starts to snow. Because I got the Cubans coming from Daly.
The
sandwiches.
Yes, sir.
The sandwiches. Don't get too excited. Back with more next. It's a Custom Tree Searches Thursday.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Hey, great. Congratulations to Grant Udinski, the Jaguars' new offensive coordinator. He's a whiz kid. He's 29. Liam Cohen put together a young, vibrant staff. And that's as much as I'm going to say about Grant Udinski. Why? Because I'm telling you guys, I still have scar tissue from the Peterson-Press-Taylor back and forth that we went through for the last 2 years. Scar tissue. So, Grant, you come in, you help Liam Cohen, you assist Liam Cohen, you get Liam Cohen his coffee, you drop some ball plays for him, and then you get out of the way, and you let the coach do what he does best, and the reason he was hired, to call ball plays. That is your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by our friends at Live Power. Always on the lookout for Grant Udinski's experienced lift, truck, and knock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Bennies are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Offers way too good to pass up. Come see why Live Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. That screams stability. They're family-owned and operated. Don't let this opportunity slip by. You can learn much more by going to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Duval. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Frank Frangie here. It's new year, new truck time at Nimnik Buick GMC, home of the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% and 0 APR financing. Yes, 0%. You can't find deals like this anywhere in Jacksonville. Shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com. Value your trade and customize your payment options in seconds. Nimnik Buick GMC. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, anytime. That's my Dr. Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a long time, decades now, right? And he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. And I went with him. What is concierge medicine, you ask? I'm glad you did. I'll tell you. Hey, you're not feeling well, you need to see Doc T? You need to see your doctor? Get in that day, right away. He has less patience, therefore he can practice medicine. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. Call him. He'll get right back to you. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you, man. As far as doctors, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. a fixture in our community. So it's yearly physicals, officer virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups. Doc T's got you covered. All right, you got some questions? Just go to mypvconcierge.com. Find out the price range. Find out how it works. mypvconcierge.com. You'll thank me later, but hurry. He's taking a limited amount of patients. That's at mypvconcierge.com.
It's time to get up and go to the Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday through Sunday, February 6th through 9th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus win $250 gift cards every day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors get half off on Thursday. Military and first responders half off every day. Thursday through Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com. Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
The Florida Forum Speaker Series welcomes novelist and journalist Carl Hyacin, February 12th. For your chance to win tickets, text FORUM to the text line covered by Lifetime Flooring at 641-1010.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
3D Digital has you covered for any of your business's digital marketing needs. From producing award-winning videos to getting those digital ads to follow your customers around the internet, our team has your back. Visit 3ddigital.com or give us a call at 904-712-4004 to schedule a free consultation today. 904-712-4004.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's
got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We got the 10-minute drill. Is that correct, Jeff? And at the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. All right, I got thrown for a second.
No, he's early. Same with me.
I got thrown.
I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing when I saw him. We found a straggler out in the lobby. His name's Doc Murphy.
Do we have Razzle Dazzle to hand out today? Oh, he's chatting. Okay.
I got a $30 gift card to Top Dog Tavern, Jacksonville's favorite family-friendly restaurant. How about you go ahead in the 10-minute drill?
There's one thing on display here at the Super Bowl it is accompanied with a big reminder, and that is this task in front of Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence is Herculean.
Mm-hmm.
We have one of the best quarterbacks of all time in his prime, and we have quarterbacks and teams in Buffalo, Baltimore, and Cincinnati that have staying power.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be good double-digit win teams next year.
Or to get to that level.
Yeah. It's going to be it's an unbelievable challenge to win a Super Bowl. And to be honest with you,
ask Josh Allen about that.
Yeah,
ask Lamar Jackson about that.
And Harbaugh and McDermott.
So you just mentioned the teams that aren't even winning it because Mahomes ain't going anywhere either.
That's what I mean. Not only do you have him, one of the best of all time, in his prime for another 5-10 years.
Yeah.
You then also have step ladders in front of you that would be hard to. It would be hard to win a Super Bowl if Mahomes were in the NFC.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It'd be hard to get to a Super Bowl if Mahomes were in the NFC because of, again, it's Burrow, Allen, Lamar, and I know Cincinnati does not have the wins that those other two do, but when each season starts, they feel like as much a Super Bowl contender as the other two do.
I mean, look at it. If you want to look at the cold, harsh reality of it, I just was, while I was off, I read Aaron Rodgers' non-authorized biography by Ian O'Connor. And going through each, you can pinpoint like a play in the playoffs in the postseason, and he ended up, I think, 1-4 in conference championship games. Most recently going against Brady COVID year in the Bucs, and he had that open route to the end zone to get in and he threw it, and then they kicked the field goal, and then they didn't get the ball back. Brady beat him.
Classic Rodgers though just wanted them. Didn't understand why they went for the field goal.
Right.
Well, how about this? Put your head down and try.
Right. Then you got the Seattle game in Seattle, the onside. You're up 16-0 in the second half, and they go fake field goal for a touchdown. I mean, it's unbelievable how they lost.
Some his fault, some not.
Yeah. There's always like a play or two and this is Aaron Rodgers coming off a 48 touchdown, 5-pick season or whatever. Won 4 MVPs.
He's overrated.
He got whatever. He got one Super Bowl. And so that's really, in the end, that's what you want. It's just weird that we happen to get a Brady and now a Mahomes back-to-back because this almost never happens. Peyton Manning, for his greatness, brought Indy one championship. He got another one in Denver, but,
And you know what? You know who we don't include, and it's not fair? And it just so happens you brought up a couple of different storylines. You know who's every bit Peyton Manning in the AFC? Just as hard to get through? Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger is significantly better than Aaron Rodgers. And the fact that Aaron Rodgers look at the numbers.
Yeah.
He's better than him in everything.
Yeah.
Wins,
I don't know
yards,
about that.
all of it.
You talking all time?
Yes. All time. Playoff record, Super Bowl record.
Yeah. Who won the Pittsburgh-Green Bay Super Bowl?
Pittsburgh.
Did they? Who did Aaron beat for his Super Bowl?
Did Green Bay beat Pittsburgh?
Oh.
No. Yeah, no, Pittsburgh beat Green Bay. Rodgers, who did they beat?
That's what I'm asking you.
Well, we're good at this.
He went to 2, right? Rodgers
no, he just went I think they beat Pittsburgh, didn't
Green Bay beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh beat Seattle
and Arizona.
That's right.
Yeah. So say what you want, but he beat them head-to-head.
I guess my point is no one puts Ben Roethlisberger anywhere near Aaron Rodgers, and he's just as good.
So here's and this back to the point that you were making. So here's Joe Burrow. He's been to one. He ain't won one. Here's Josh Allen. He ain't even been to one. Here's Lamar Jackson. He ain't even been to one. All 3 of those guys are gold jacket dudes. All 3 of them. But they're playing in the Mahomes era. So now you want Trevor and Liam Cohen to bust in and take that. Now, strange things could happen. Sometimes Lady Luck shines your way. Here's what the Jags got to do. First things first. Win the damn division. Just start there.
Well, and part of the Chiefs' success, in fairness, has been getting the number 1 seed, having to beat an overmatched team and winning one game to go to the Super Bowl.
Although last year they did it the hard way. But just win just figure out how to win your division. Get to the postseason because strange things can happen in the postseason. And continue to add players who are good, who are going to help elevate your quarterback and your players to greatness. I mean, that's what you got to do. We're so far away from that right now, it's not even funny. I'll say this. We're, in my mind, and this, I don't think.
I think that with a healthy roster,
we should be. I agree with Tony in that we should be able to win the South starting next year.
9-8.
We should compete for the South.
I think before you win the ones you should, lose the ones you should, you're a 9-8 team if you're healthy. I think Trevor's proven that. They did it 2 years in a row when they had him for most of the year. They went 9-8. That's not good enough.
And if Tony will just do a think tank lunch with us once a month,
figure it all out.
I promise you, Jag fans, we'll get you another victory.
And we'll get you that roller coaster we've been promising all these years.
Just a think tank lunch.
Now I'm just going to throw these out there. I want to share this with you.
Yes.
Not argue, not win a debate.
Okay.
But because I found this shocking.
I don't agree.
18 seasons each.
Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 wins. Aaron Rodgers, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Ben Roethlisberger, 13 playoff wins. Aaron Rodgers, 12.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger, number 5 all-time passing yards. Aaron Rodgers, number 9.
Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger, number 3 all-time fourth-quarter comebacks. Aaron Rodgers, number 28 all-time fourth-quarter comebacks.
Okay.
Ben Roethlisberger, 4 500-yard passing games. Aaron Rodgers, 0 500-yard passing games. Ben Roethlisberger, 166 career wins. Aaron Rodgers, 149.
All right, well, then
that's pretty compelling.
Okay, but I can come back. It's fine.
That's right.
I'm surprised, but I'll say Aaron Rodgers, 503 touchdown passes. Ben Roethlisberger, 418 touchdown passes. So, I mean, give me the one-loss record. Give me things like that.
Well, I gave you the wins. If it's the same amount of I don't know if somebody had an injured season.
What were the wins?
166 to 149.
For Ben?
Yeah. Playoff wins, 13-12. Super Bowls, 2-1.
Yeah. MVPs, 4-0.
Well, that's the part I argue.
Yeah.
If you have the best team and you were this
he was deserving of the MVP.
If you're giving it for fantasy football, he was.
Yeah.
But if the most valuable player in the NFL, a man's man league, doesn't take the number 1 seed and exit the playoffs every
That part
year.
is fair.
Yeah.
But again, there are some unfortunate circumstances in some of those games that made him go one. I think the thing that stands out most, because he got to NFC Championship games, but he's 1-4.
And there's also, and Green Bay fan would tell you this, some self-serving purpose to some of his stats through the years.
Yeah.
In decisions he would make.
Right.
And
but you don't like, you hate Ben Roethlisberger, or you hate Aaron Rodgers.
I don't hate him,
You're
but
close. It's a sports hate. It is a sports
That's
hate.
correct.
You have a sports hate for Aaron Rodgers.
I sports hate Aaron Rodgers because my biggest pet peeve in all of sports is either, by my evaluation, saying a guy is way better than he is or not giving a guy enough credit for being as good as he is. Those are two of my biggest pet peeves.
The one thing that we don't factor in that we need to talk about more and that we, especially when we follow our team here and maybe need more intel, is the people factor. You gotta understand human relations in sport. You might look on paper, and this might be a great team, but did you know that he hates him, and that guy stole his girlfriend, and that this guy doesn't want anything to do with that guy? When you have 53 football players, I'll pick NFL for example, but you could do it with any sport, any level, NBA even, wherever. When you have those many relationships and coaches and things of that nature, man, it is not. This is where the culture thing gets interesting to me.
We had a conversation with Murphy yesterday. It was interesting to get his perspective because that's a term we throw in every pro locker room in the world.
Yeah.
He spelled it real. I mean, it didn't bounce off of it.
What? Winning?
Culture, it's a 3-letter word.
Win.
Period. End of story.
Yeah.
Because if you have a culture where everyone likes each other and you're losing, it's not a good culture at all.
Okay,
it's a good work environment.
But I would say
you get to go home happy.
I would say I almost would always. That's a simple way to put it. Except here we've witnessed opposites twice. In 2017, we had a crap culture and we had a great team. But that culture was lousy.
Well, it sent us to 2.
And I know that because I was in there then. I saw it. I saw how they treated Calais Campbell. I know what they said about one of the great Jaguars of all time. It was a lousy culture. But they were fights and but they were a good team. They were a really good team. They should have went to the Super Bowl. And then, last year, everybody best of friends, great guys, great culture. losers. So we've had both. It's weird. All right, 641-1010. That's the number to call. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
$30 gift card to Top Dog Tavern, Jacksonville's favorite family-friendly restaurant. 904-641-1010 is the number to call right now. Come on, somebody.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
When it comes to towing products, your safety is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, man, that's what I mean. That's how you be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, man. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. There's no pressure there, just friendly help. And listen, I got my boy Blue, but if you want a car, an SUV, a truck like me, an electric, a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got them all. I've joined, as I said, the Jacksonville truck world with that beautiful blue Silverado, and I love it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. Just go to morechevy.com. So easy to navigate. As any site you'll try. That's more with an E because it's easy to navigate. Vehicle sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet gang together. Let's drive. But I'll say,
this is head coach Matthew Driscoll from the UNF men's basketball team. When our players suffer an orthopedic injury, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist gets our players back on the court pain-free.
We appreciate the endorsements from our high school and college coaches. This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Yo, E to the T here from my bookie, and it's finally here. A game so big, we're not even supposed to say the name. Where the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Superdome. This isn't just the biggest game of the year, it's the ultimate betting event. If you're not on my bookie, you're missing out on all the action. Big game betting with my bookie goes beyond picking the winner. We've got all the wild props you can think of for this epic showdown. Will it be heads or tails? What color will the Gatorade be for the drenching of the winning coach? Even the length of the national anthem and the spectacle of the halftime show are up for grabs. My bookie loves giving you options to bet on everything. What really makes my bookie stand out? We make it easy to win and even easier to get paid. Whether you deposit in crypto or credit, bonuses await. And our new loyalty program gives you cash back just for playing. Bet on the big game boost parlays, live betting, and jackpots that can turn small bets into big wins. Fast signups, lightning fast payouts. Make sure you sign up using my promo code TENTONXL to get that deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Listen up, Ospreys. UNF Homecoming Week is just around the corner. You don't want to miss the festivities, especially the Birds of Trade, as the UNF men's basketball team hosts Bellarmine Thursday, February 6th, and FGCU Saturday, February 8th at UNF Arena, tipping off at 5. Show off your pride and reconnect with your alma mater. Thursday, February 6th at 8, and Saturday, February 8th at 5. Visit UNFOspreys.com/buy tickets now to secure your seats. Swoop!
What could you do with an extra $75,000 right now, or even a couple $100,000? If you own a home, you can get that money in less than a week with Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto is the leader in quickly converting your home equity into cold hard cash, so you can pay off all your credit cards or start that home remodel. Loan Pronto has several easy options to let you access the cash from your home. There's virtually no paperwork, no cumbersome process, no junk fees, often no appraisals. Listen, the average homeowner now has over $300,000 in equity. That's your money. Use it. One client got $150,000 out and paid off all their credit cards, 2 car loans, and a personal loan, cutting their monthly expenses by $1,500. You can get approved in as little as 1 day, so act now with no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. Get the money you need for anything at 904-999-1508 or just go to LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Mia O'Brien.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
On Helmets and Heels, noon to 2.
I swear to you, I know her.
Then there's the 1010XL video and social media channels.
I would know her voice anywhere.
All Things Mia is driven by Arlington Toyota.
On 1010XL.
Yo, E.T. here, and don't let Valentine's Day sneak up on you. Plan the perfect romantic getaway in Clay County. Stay at one of Clay's beautiful Airbnbs or in luxury at Club Continental, a boutique riverfront retreat, and treat your special someone to an unforgettable dinner at the Hilltop Restaurant. Trust me on this one. Clay County is the perfect spot for romance. Start planning today at exploreclay.com and tag those romantic moments with #ExploreClay.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Mia here. Since 1982, Closets by Design has specialized in creating dream spaces for every budget. My designer, Frances, made the process so easy. She came to my house and designed a beautiful walk-in closet that's already so incredibly functional for me and old Beau Valentine. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation at 1-800-293-3744 or visit closetsbydesign.com. And take advantage of extended savings this month. Get 40% off and another 15% off with 18-month special financing.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Pickles? I think they stink. I love pickles. My mother makes me eat them. I'm crazy about them. I'll sell you my pickle for a nickel. How about 2 cents? Okay. I have 2 pickles. I have 2 pickles. I have 2 pickles today. Hey, hey.
All right. Sharing instead of caring. Doc Murphy hates pickles. That's our overheard the break. So that's where that was. And that comes up because, man, Daly's has dropped off the Cubans today, and the pickle is featured on there. And so Doc was saying he'd have to get his without a pickle. I have enjoyed the pickle just fine. As I'm putting down half of it already in the break. It's the sub of the month at Daly's. Golly, it's good. Just saying.
Daly's good stuff.
Good.
Get at me in a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a little busy.
Mm-hmm. He's going out of his way to get that new chicken sandwich they have.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes zipping all over town. Anyway, let's talk turkey a little bit. Man, maybe the most healthy Super Bowl I can remember. Give me an injury subplot, Dan. Give me one.
Gosh.
There aren't any.
No.
And these are teams that had injuries during the year that have kind of,
healed up.
Yeah, I mean, look, there may be a guy who's been out for weeks. I'm just saying there's not a lot of like, oh, this guy's doubtful or this guy's. And I think for the most part, other than players that were lost, what happened with Kansas City, they lost guys early and they got them back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Watkins, the corner, a couple of the receivers, and they're grooving in good shape. And I mean, the only quote unquote injury news yesterday was illness. Maybe got a little bit of that New Orleans flu. You know what I mean?
Or drink.
Yeah, that's what I mean. New Orleans flu. That's what it is. So yeah, I don't recall a Super Bowl as seemingly injury.
Well, Brandon Graham's an interesting story.
Okay,
Brandon Graham plays for the Eagles. He's the guy who caused the fumble by Brady at the end of the last Super Bowl, so he's forever loved as a bird. He's 36 years old. He's making his season debut in the Super Bowl. It could be. He was out all year. He tore his triceps late last season against the LA Rams. So tell me about that, Doc. Tearing a triceps, obviously that's surgery, right?
Well, much like the bicep, if you tear it off the bone, you reattach those.
Okay.
So it attaches down at the elbow on the back, obviously. So if it rips off, you open that up and reattach the tendon. That's a long recovery. Shouldn't take that long to get back, a year to get back. But
yeah.
Actually
tore his triceps in a November 24th game. So that would be.
And he didn't play since?
Is that last year or this year? This must be this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was this year.
Yeah. So he's playing, right. So November 24th, he tears his triceps against the Rams.
Yeah, 3 months is kind of you're good to go.
Placed on IR 2 days later, seemingly ending what he was saying was going to be the final season of his career.
Now, 3 months is kind of healed, and you're just starting to strengthen it, so it's not perfect. But
right, that's what he said.
Yeah.
But he wants the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he rehabbed as hard as he could. So when the time came, they gave him the chance. He has to make it through the week of practice without any setbacks before a final decision, but he's enjoying the moment. And so, it's kind of neat. So he's trying to get back to play, which would be 15 years of playing defensive line in the NFL. You tip your cap to some guy like that. And a shining moment where, like I said, he caused the fumble at the end of this last Super Bowl with the Patriots where the Eagles won their championship. So he had 3.5 sacks this year in 11 games before he got hurt.
Doc, I'm just going to be up front with you. I feel like we're friends, colleagues in some ways. And I trust you implicitly through all these years. You've never steered us wrong. And I just feel like after all these years, you should have given us a heads up that a calf strain is a career-ending injury. Because apparently Luka Doncic and his calf strain is like the career's in jeopardy, obviously. An emergency dump-off of Luka Doncic. I mean, clearly, who comes back from a calf strain? I can't think of anybody. I say this, obviously, tongue-in-cheek. I don't care about why they traded him anymore. But tell me, from a standpoint of when can we see him as a Laker? He's been sitting with a calf strain. What is and are we getting into the Achilles concerns a little bit with that too, or no?
Well, again, you that's always in the back of your head, mainly because of KD injury that they kept saying it was a calf strain. Next thing you know, he rips his Achilles. But if you have a weakened calf and you're and in the calf muscle, you can injure the muscle itself. You more commonly injure the muscle tendon junction, kind of a little lower than the big bulk of the muscle, right above the Achilles, where it goes into the muscle. So
he's been out since Christmas. Should he be?
Yeah, you protect
pretty good
that
by now.
Yeah, but that's if it's a complete tear, it's
they're saying
3 months,
strain.
right?
It's always said calf strain.
Yeah, if
it's
a
the injury
strain,
itself.
it's a grade 1. That's kind of a 3-4 week deal.
So he's over. He's past safety zone when it comes to him playing for the first time. Luka has been banged up a little bit in his career, but I mean there's no. Doc, they talked about his conditioning. I mean, I'm looking at him here. By the way, Hick, this outfit he wore to the press conference, he looks like he should be posing in that Step Brothers publicity photo. He'd be one of the Step Brothers with his head tilted to the side.
Yeah.
Does not look out of shape. He doesn't.
No.
I mean, these athletes are big and strong, and I guess I said this earlier in the week, Hick. I guess the Mavs never heard of Denver and Jokic. Not exactly the picture of fitness up and down in his career, right? Can you just from afar? I know you don't have any. Can you see,
he
looks a little any medical reason that
right?
You get rid of one of the best players in the world?
Like, are you
certainly not for a calf strain?
Yeah,
right. So his fitness. I don't know. I mean, he's running up and down the court like everybody else. I don't sit down and watch basketball every night, but when you watch highlights of him, he's a basketball player. Those guys run up and down that court every
and
night.
He's not a fast guy, so maybe that contributes to people saying, God, he must be out of shape.
Probably going to play Saturday, which is the roundabout point I was getting to, but probably going to see for and what about Anthony Davis and his? Now, he's only been out for like a week, right, Hick?
Yeah.
Like Jan 28, I get. What was his?
Let me look.
Do we know?
Quick.
They all run together, man.
Yeah. He has a right foot. No. He's got nothing.
Nothing, right? I thought it was like a shoulder.
This is what I just read. A right foot injury put Davis on the shelf for a month in December 22. While Davis was healthy last season, been relatively healthy in 25, he still dealt with a left ankle injury on Christmas Day and has been sidelined with a current abdominal injury.
Abdominal, okay. Yeah.
So
how are we to know?
Whatever. Yeah,
I mean, it's always something.
Now, foot stuff, ankle stuff, and those big guys, that's a continual problem. So,
right.
But it's not new to him. They're all like that. they all sprain their ankles and flip them to the ground and have chronic ankle problems. So that's not a big deal.
What is an abdomen injury? What does that mean? Like, how does one
strained muscle?
Is that a
maybe
pulled muscle in the belly?
These oblique injuries, this core stuff. That's
all right.
This is from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Got a chance to ask Doc Murphy. This is an interesting question, so that's why I'm going to throw it your way.
Okay.
I get a chest pain while surfing around my xiphoid process after laying on the board for a while. I end up with tenderness and soreness for days. Is there anything I can do for treatment? Does orthopedic handle that kind of? Does orthopedic handle that kind of? He says it's besides a xiphoidectomy. Have you heard of these things?
Yeah, that's not a great operation. That'd be an unusual thing. You'd have to have.
What is going on there? Why is he having pain?
Yeah, if it's pain when you're breathing, that's obviously a bigger concern when you're taking a deep breath. You could have all kind of cartilage issues down there is the most likely thing. That if it's been going on a long time, honestly, there's probably not a whole lot that's going to be done. But it's really not an orthopedic thing unless it's an abdominal muscle type thing. We deal with some of that. But that's, start with the most worrisome things that will be cardiac issues in the chest area and work your way back from there.
All right.
I got another one. Morning, Doc. And this one I dealt with Brooksy. A treatment for, is it Osgood-Schlatter? Isn't that in the shin area kind of? It's growing? Or?
Yeah, it's at where you're.
It hurts. It hurts kids, right?
So the tendon that connects your kneecap to your tibia, the patella tendon, you get, as you're growing, there's a growth plate where it attaches to your tibia and it pulls on it all the time when you're jumping, running. You get a bump there, it hurts.
Right.
Goes away when you quit growing. There's really no great.
Right.
We don't treat it other than anti-inflammatories. If it hurts, don't play. If it doesn't hurt, play.
Right.
There's not a whole lot you're going to do about it.
Right.
It goes away when you quit growing.
Yeah.
You end up with a bump there forever.
Yeah.
Anything else? That's what I'm trying to think. I mean,
baseball's about back, so we'll start seeing.
We've asked for updates on we've done this Strider Acuna deal. Other than that, the Braves are, healthy.
What did Scheffler have? Didn't he have a hand thing?
Cut his hand.
He
cut it. And
he was trying to cut. He took a wine glass and he was trying to
open some bologna with a wine glass.
Cut into and
trying to cut a bologna.
Hit down on it like this, Doc.
He's not a smart
went up
person.
into his
Sounds
hand.
like a bad idea.
Yeah. I'm
But
sure
he's back.
wherever he was staying, he left a big mess of blood.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for
Doc Kevin Murphy.
JackSportsDoc.com.
Yes.
We'll be back with more on the other side.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, Doc.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He writes. He speaks.
Amazing, isn't it?
He's nationally syndicated sports writer Matt Hayes, and he's on XL Primetime. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, facing interesting economic times, right? For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners, man. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Why? They got the experience, they got the expertise, they got the knowledge. They're the ITP Partners. That's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. It's Reagan Wright and Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate, man. And I'll tell you what, they will sit down with you individually. They'll listen to your needs, and then they'll devise a plan, a strategy where your goals become their priority. It's really easy to get started. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? All you got to do is go to Chris at ITPpartners.com. That's Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimony may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, it's kind of cooling down right now. I love opening my windows up this time of year. If you're looking to upgrade your windows in your home, I want you to visit the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. Ask about their latest hurricane and impact-resistant windows and doors, rated #1 by Consumer Reports in all 3 main window categories. You want quality, style, and protection? Visit PellaJacks.com and the showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. That's Pella Windows and Doors online at PellaJacks.com.
Valentine's Day is coming soon, so go ahead and pre-order your floral arrangements now from Kuhn Flowers. High Flying Jacko here, and for over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers has made Valentine's Day for that special person in your life. KuhnFlowers.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and how it relates back to beauty and value. But how do you judge the color of a diamond?
Frank, that's an important question when it comes to diamonds. You see, a man or a woman really have no color memory. Now, you can remember basic colors like blue or red, but considering we can see thousands of slight variations of the same color, you have to have a master color to relate these two. Anybody that's ever tried to match a paint color on a wall knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we judge the color of diamonds using a set of certified master diamonds from the American Gem Society. This is the only way you can really make an accurate call on the grade, because these slight variations in color from colorless to very slight yellow have huge price differences.
That's at Underwood's, where diamonds are graded accurately in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Don't miss the big game specials at Southern Steer Butcher. Check out our website for the big game snack attack, party combo, sampler combo, and the best buffalo dip you've ever had.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, the official window and door replacement partner of the Florida Gators. And by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. The Jags have finally found their next offensive coordinator. Last night, first-year head coach Liam Cohen hired Vikings assistant OC and quarterbacks coach Grant Udinski to round out his coaching staff. Udinski spent last season revitalizing Sam Darnold's career in Minnesota, helping the QB set career highs in completion percentage, yards, and touchdown passes to lead the Vikings to a 14-2 regular season. Cohen's staff is coming to shape as Udinski joins defensive coordinator Anthony Campanile, who was hired last week, and special teams coordinator Heath Farwell. While Udinski won the OC title, Liam Cohen will be the play caller in 2025. Now, the Jags continue the hunt for Trent Baalke's replacement. I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. It's 61 degrees at 8 o'clock. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I told you the crosshairs. I tried to tell Tori. I tried to tell her. I said, you get the crosshairs when he gets you. You better ready.
Yeah.
Give you toes. I let her. Tori, nice and comfy here. Yep. Giving her nothing but pats on the back for job well done. She's doing an outstanding job with the updates.
Yeah.
Now you got to make her take a slight turn down uncomfortable streak.
When did she start?
She started Monday.
Monday? You started here.
I started on Monday.
All right. How did you feel going through? Were you nervous? You sound good.
Excited.
Yeah.
Excited.
Okay.
More excitement than nerves.
Okay.
But all good. All good.
Yeah. All right. Now
she's got a pageant smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is just a
You're a Jacksonville girl.
Yes.
Where'd you go to high school, Tori?
I went to Providence.
Shout out Stallions.
Stallion pride in here right now.
All right, that's good. I like that. I think they lost in Frank's thing last night. I got to check the score. Baseball, that is.
Yeah, I know.
So what year did you graduate?
I graduated Providence in 2018.
2018.
University of Florida 2022.
Oh, Gators.
Gators.
All right.
There we go.
Were you?
We buried the lead. That's all we needed.
Yeah. Were you a sorority girl at Florida?
I was.
Yeah.
Kappa Delta.
Oh,
DOT.
KD. Yeah. Shout out to the KD.
Big Durant fans.
Yeah.
Big Durant fans.
Yeah, big Durant fans, KD. All right, so now, and so give us a little more background about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Tori.
Oh, gosh. I
told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
On the spot here.
Yes, I told you.
How old are you?
I am 25.
25.
25.
Right? Awesome.
Young.
Jacksonville.
So young. Yeah.
Born and bred.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you been here your whole life?
I had
Or like a baby when you moved here?
Tour. No, born and raised
Yeah, that's what I
here.
thought,
Spent about 8 months in New York last year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got a little music here.
I bounce back and forth.
It's the trust tree, Tori.
We're gonna be peppering you with questions here. Now, did you grow up a Jag fan?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Had to.
Yeah. Right.
Forced to?
Yeah.
Forced to.
By blood?
Yes, by
Yes.
blood.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right.
Tori's
All right.
daddy worked for the Jags. We're beating around the bush.
He didn't just work for the Jags. He kind of was the Jags for a while.
Well,
so.
big.
Danny
big part-
Ray!
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out Dan Edwards. Good friends of ours for many, many years.
And your brothers.
Yes.
One's at the tour now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the other one's still in the NFL. What
Yes.
team's he working for these days? Colts?
Yes. Indianapolis Colts.
All right.
So we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So, good. We're glad you're here.
Yes.
You sound great.
Yes. Awesome.
So keep up the good work and
Stay on your toes. He'll get you one of these times.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. Wait till we have the win a date with Tori contest.
Yes, it's coming. Wait till we get we need to get
You're ready for
personal,
that one.
Tori. Yeah, this is just.
I'm
you
just
just got.
warming up, kid.
I don't.
These
Yeah.
are softballs.
Yeah, you have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
So get used to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
We look for
Wait till
ways that we
wait
can
till it gets
start.
personal.
We
Yeah.
like to call them Tori revenue streams. And we look for those at times that benefit,
Win a date
us.
with Tori.
There she is, gang. Look at her.
Look at it.
Very nice, very sweet.
Sports fan, right off the top.
Sports fan. Can,
Checking lots of boxes.
sounds good. All great. Well, welcome to the team.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Next year,
Apparently, she went to work at Match.com. She's saying.
next year we need to be up to number 14. So hopefully your addition will rise a spot in the rankings because we were 15th in the country this year.
Yes,
So
yeah.
we're looking to move.
It's the kind of winner you've joined.
Yes.
Lucky you.
That's a big goal.
All right. Thanks, Tori.
Thank
All right,
you.
it's Tori. She can't get out of here quick enough. All right, I'm out. I'll be back. I'll be back in an hour. Hopefully get my golf clubs back today. That
What
was
do
a
you
little
mean?
that was a little unfortunate.
What happened?
Well, so we flew through Miami home.
You
And
went to the Caribbean.
yeah, and so as we come through Miami, when you fly internationally, you go through the passport, you got to get your luggage, recheck it in.
Do you have global entry, Dan?
What is that?
Oh, never mind. You
Yeah.
got it.
I don't.
It's like one of those
I don't
fast
do enough.
pass for the passport.
I probably should have got. I don't do enough international to want to get that.
And when you go to like the Caribbean, it doesn't even feel international.
Yeah, but you still got to go through all the
Sure you do.
passport stuff
Yeah.
over and over. Anyway,
Customs.
That's why I go to
Yes.
Puerto Rico. Nice and easy.
Anyway, I predicted this to my wife. So we're checking in the luggage in Miami.
You're
at the
already in
second stop.
Miami?
Yeah, we're in Miami.
Okay.
And
In other words, they won't put it from the plane to the plane.
No, you have to go get your luggage, take it off
And go back
and go
through the line.
recheck. Yeah.
That seems like
Which
in
is fine.
2025, though, you shouldn't have to do that. But nonetheless.
It doesn't, whatever.
Okay.
So check in the 2 bags, and then I got my golf clubs. And the dude looks at me and goes, put those golf clubs over there on that
belt.
Not the belt. It wasn't that belt. I wish it was the belt. It was off to the side on a roller.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. And I looked at Reagan and I said, these are going to sit here for 20 minutes and never make the flight. And got to Jacksonville, and it says 2 bags made it, 1 did not. And I was like, all right. So it's supposed to come. They're supposed to deliver it to the house today. So hopefully
good luck.
That'll take care of that. So do you have time to play? Do we have time to play Guess the Celebrity?
You bet we do. Why wouldn't
Celebrity
we?
sighting on one of the flights.
More than time, don't we? Aren't we early right now?
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, we're not late on the last one, right?
No,
We're okay,
sir.
good. Yeah.
I won't tell you.
New and improved.
That's right. I won't tell you where. You get 20 questions.
20
And,
questions. I used to be so good at this, E, and then my brain stopped working right.
E can play as well. So
all right. So this is 20 questions.
20 questions. Celebrity sighting,
sighting.
on a flight.
On a flight.
On a flight to
On a
DR.
flight. So we already got a flight. All right.
That's the only clue. On a flight.
All right. We're going to let me
Which
think.
flight?
I'm
You can guess which flight.
I'm not guessing any. E, I'm not going to. I got to go.
I always like you to throw 1 out just for the heck of it, just to see if you hit it on the first question.
All right.
Why not?
Is it Big Poppy?
Great
I like
guess.
that one.
No.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Okay, I'm going to start because I'm guessing.
If it had been Juan Soto, I would have been getting.
I'm guessing Miami. I'm guessing that the sighting comes Miami. We're going to start it this way. Did the sighting come Miami to Dominican?
No.
Okay, that's good.
So it went from Jacksonville to Miami. Okay.
And that means it's all right. Is it a male?
Yes.
Okay. Is it are they over 40?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a current athlete?
Yes. 5 questions. 5 questions in.
I got 4 because you're making me use the Big Poppy. Okay. All right. So it's a young going from here to Miami. That's where it could have stopped there. I mean, he didn't. You know what I mean? So they just flew from Jacksonville to Miami. It's a young, current athlete. All right. Is that what we said or no?
Yeah. He said young current athlete.
No, you're right on everything except
he could keep going to Dominican.
I said on a flight. That's all I said.
Oh, in other words, it could have been Dominican to Miami. Is that what he said? Is that okay? All right. So now it could be. Now we're back.
Think about it. I took 4 different flights.
No, you went from here to Miami to Dominican to Miami to here. So
yeah.
Right. So I just assumed. Yeah, it wasn't. So it was on the return flight from the Dominican, which brings the whole world into play. Let's go with is it a football player?
Yes.
I went out of season. Work with me here. See, I went athlete out of season to narrow it down.
Yeah, you did.
That's how the pros do this. Okay, so it is a current. I'm gonna. Should we just Should we make sure it's NFL or just assume? Let's just assume it's NFL.
Okay.
Does he play in the AFC?
Yes.
Boom.
No.
Okay.
But that tells us it's NFL.
Yeah, it's NFC. Yeah, it's NFC.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. Does he play offense?
No.
Okay, so it's a defender in the NFC. Does he play in the NFC South?
No.
Does he play in the NFC East?
No.
Does he play in the NFC North?
No.
Okay, so it's an NFC West
11 questions.
defensive player.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get this in 20. All right. Does he play for the 49ers?
No.
Does he play for the Seahawks?
Yes.
Okay.
All righty.
A defender.
Yeah, a defender for the Seahawks. He ain't got many that are well known at this point.
Right.
Current athlete current Seattle Seahawks defender. He's hanging out in the Bahamas. I mean, he's got to be recognizable.
Yeah.
I mean, is this a question? Did you? I don't know if this is a 20. I think this is a yes or no question. Did you have to Google search to know who it was?
No.
Okay. That's a good question right there.
That is a good question.
Jeff, you know what? You know who it might be?
Okay.
That one DB that he really likes, who had a breakout rookie year. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Hold on.
Yeah, that was 2 years. I don't know if he would know who that guy looks like. I know. There's no law against looking at the roster, so I'm going to look at the daggum roster and get this thing right quick night. It's got to be someone he knows. I'm guessing local. I don't know their roster good enough. I'm guessing he's got Florida State, or something there that he would. There's going to be a reason why he knows him.
I was thinking Reek Woolen, but yeah, you're right. He may not know him.
Yeah, I don't think it's Tariq Woolen.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Let's just. Yeah.
Oh, we know who it is. We know who it is.
Right, let me see if I get it.
As soon as you look at the roster, you're gonna definitely know this guy.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, Roy Robertson Harris. Ooh, that's how you play the game, ladies and gentlemen. Might take you a while, but you got to get there. Yeah.
15 questions.
Perfect. The big question there, did you have to Google search? That's a nice one.
Yeah.
That narrowed it down. That's hard.
See, but you guys you said he went from
Wait, you say
Miami
Roy Robertson?
Yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, Roy Robertson Harris.
Oh, see, I thought it was somebody else.
Who did you think it was?
Rayshawn.
Oh,
could have been him too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. No,
we
I
were
got
flying back to Jacksonville, Miami to Jacksonville.
Oh,
so he obviously Roy's still here. He's there with his family, and yeah. So anyway,
okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
there you go. Perfect.
That's right. It could have been Rayshawn. Good call, because he Miami too, right?
Yes. Well, Tampa, South St. Pete.
Oh, that's right.
I'm looking at the Seahawks roster right here because we were looking at it. It's a random question. Isn't that Tyrese? Nah, it's not him. I thought it was a relation. It's not. Are you like do you hear anybody when they are asked, or do you ask anybody who tells you they think the Eagles are going to win? Like, I talked to a lot of people that want the Eagles to win. I'm not in that
Eagles
category.
fans want the Eagles to win.
I not want to. Do you talk to anybody when you ask who do they think is going to win?
Oh.
Do you have people random, no dog in the fight, telling you they think the Eagles are going to win? Like,
no.
Max thinks the Eagles are going to win. He's an Eagles fan.
Sure.
And I'm not just talking about buddies. I'm talking about turn it on Sports Center or read Pete Prisco on CBS Sports. I feel like every single person who's asked the question has the same answer. I'm not betting against Mahomes.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
And it's just as simple as that. I kind of broke it down this week. I feel like there's 4 outcomes to a game.
Mm-hmm.
One, either team can blow the other out, or either team can win a close game.
Right.
I don't think the Eagles can win a close game with the Chiefs, because the Chiefs win every close game, so it leaves them with one less option than Kansas City.
Yeah. This would be a monumental win for the Eagles, make no doubt about it.
And it's a really good run. I think it's the best team to send to, right, to send it to try and beat
I guess the one thing working for them is history. No team has done a three-peat.
Yeah, and there have been some good teams.
And been some great teams, some dynasties.
Yeah.
No team has done a three-peat. So this is as close as anyone's gotten.
Now, hadn't there only been one team that's even had a chance?
In this, you mean I think this isn't.
Who didn't Miami went to, but
they lost one in the.
But they lost the first and then won 2 in a row, so they didn't have a chance.
And then they lost the Sea of Hands game to go for the third.
I guess my point, though, is no team is – the Chiefs have already made history. I don't think any team's won 2 and then been in the game to even have the chance.
Correct.
The Cowboys?
I think teams
– they went 2, missed a year, and then won 1.
Got you.
So
the Niners jumped in between there in 94.
Yeah. So this is impressive.
So, I don't see – there's also this. I had this one earlier in the week, Dan. I love these little analytic, historical facts that come out, but they're a bit – I maybe even had it last week we talked because of the 2-week break.
Mm-hmm.
There have been 3 quarterback rematches in Super Bowl history, and all 3, the quarterback who won the first one won the second one.
Well, you wonder why we're tired of Kansas City. It's 5 out of 6, man.
They've been in?
Yeah. I mean, it's
5, yeah.
Kansas City, San Fran, Tampa, Kansas City.
4, isn't it?
No.
Oh, because they lost.
This is their 5th one out of 6.
That's even more than the Patriots.
5 out of 6.
Patriots. What was the most the Patriots ever had in 6 years? 3? I mean, they would go away for a couple years.
Oh,
Peyton would get a chance. Roethlisberger to win,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, New England started, New England won in, what was their first one? The St. Louis one?
Yeah.
So the 02 year, but 01 season.
Yeah.
So they won that. Then they were gone. Then they won 2 in a row. So they won 3 out of 4.
And then went away
and then
for
they
10
went
years.
away 2 years. And then they lost to the Giants. Remember, they lost those to the Giants.
Without winning, though, yeah.
Yeah, then after they lost to the Giants, they went away for 1, 2, 3 years. Then they lost to the Giants again. Then they went away for 1, 2 years. Then they beat Seattle. Then they went away for a year. They beat Atlanta. They lost to Philly. And then they so they went to 3 in a row, or 4 out of 5. They did go to 4 out of 5. This is 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6, yeah. That's a new standard. I'm thinking back to and because here's the thing, too, like the Steelers, but they never lost. So, it's however many they won. In other words,
Pittsburgh.
The Steelers didn't go to 5 out of 6. I know they only went to 4.
Went to 4 out of 6.
Yeah,
but
they
won all 4.
They won all 4.
Yeah.
The Niners did the Niners do 4 out of 6?
Starting with the
Mid-80s?
Cincinnati one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably not. They probably did like 5 out of 8. Right? What?
Yeah, they were
81.
No, they went like 81 to 90, but they won 1, 2, 3, 4. They won all 4, right? They didn't lose any.
That's right.
So they went to 4 out of 8. Yeah.
Still pretty good. But could you
great.
narrow it down? No, 90 was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 89 seed. That's when they beat Denver.
So, Dallas beat Buffalo back-to-back years. Then
Buffalo went to 4 straight.
Yeah.
But they lost all 4. Minnesota was in my childhood, Minnesota was Buffalo. They win a lot, never won.
Minnesota went to 4.
Yeah, they never won.
They couldn't win. They lost to
Steelers.
the Chiefs in the first one in 70.
Yeah. Then they lost to the Dolphins.
Then they lost to the Dolphins. Then they lost to Pittsburgh. And then they lost to Oakland. Yeah. So it's weird. But, 5 out of 6 where you win most of them, you only lost to one.
Listen, I get it. I get casual fan. If this were anybody but Philly, it'd be overwhelming. People don't like that's come to the forefront more this week, too, than I've knew.
It's fair, though. You're just tired of them.
Yeah, but
it's not that they don't like.
I'm talking about the Philly aspect has come to my attention, how much they're disliked by their average person. I always thought because I root for teams that rival them. People don't like Philly. They don't like the city. They don't want them to win. They think they're miserable.
I think it has to do with Sirianni part of it. I don't think he's like if Andy Reid was lovable. Andy Reid, it wasn't. I didn't feel that when Andy Reid was trying to get there.
They weren't winning. They were a lovable loser. You couldn't get sick of them. You didn't care. They were They were the Bills. You ever get sick of Marv Levy?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's take a quick time out. Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Let's take a look inside 1010XL.
Who wants the Grand Tour? That would be terrific. That would be great.
We have The Drill in the morning.
There your music.
Jaguars Today from 10 to noon.
Good.
Helmets and heels until 2.
Yes.
XL Prime Time and the Franchi Show afternoons.
This is great.
Then Baloo and Hacker take you into the night.
All in one location.
1010XL.
Jacksonville, get ready to spice up your night at One Night Taco Stand. Every Taco Tuesday, enjoy their mouth-watering tacos for just $2.99 and get your weekend started with 2-for-1 house margaritas. Find fresh Mexican street food, stiff drinks, and fun vibes at One Night Taco Stand with 3 Jacksonville locations in Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Bowden Eye and Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's best eye doctors, and they're at each and every one of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, let's talk about Dr. Frank Bowden, who's frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the very few cornea and external disease specialists in the area. And, of course, the name, Frank Bowden, he's the founder of Bowden Eye. All you got to do is go to Bowden Eye and Associates today. You'll experience the difference. You know what they're doing? They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bowden Eye and Associates.
Yo, each of the T here from my bookie, and it's finally here. A game so big, we're not even supposed to say the name. Where the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Superdome. This isn't just the biggest game of the year, it's the ultimate betting event. If you're not on my bookie, you're missing out on all the action. Big game betting with my bookie goes beyond picking the winner. We've got all the wild props you can think of for this epic showdown. Will it be heads or tails? What color will the Gatorade be for the drenching of the winning coach? Even the length of the national anthem and the spectacle of the halftime show are up for grabs. My bookie loves giving you options to bet on everything. What really makes my bookie stand out? We make it easy to win and even easier to get paid. Whether you deposit in crypto or credit, bonuses await. And our new loyalty program gives you cash back just for playing. Bet on the big game boost parlays, live betting, and jackpots that can turn small bets into big wins. Fast signups, lightning fast payouts. Make sure you sign up using my promo code 1010XL to get that deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
New year, new club.
This is Joe C., and I'm proud to be a member of Southampton. And with the popularity of golf, getting a tee time is tough. But with membership comes member privileges. Enjoy clubhouse dining, expanded practice area, focusing on all parts of your game. And right now, you can join with an annual commitment and get a $1,000 discount, plus $500 of Pro Shop credit. All the details are online at golfsouthampton.com or call 287-PLAY and make a tee time today at the Golf Club of Southampton.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Find out why soccer is the most popular game in the world and spreading fast on the First Coast.
On the Sporty Jack Soccer Hour.
Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley as they discuss the latest in the world of soccer.
Tuesday nights at 6
on 1010 a.m.
Visit Monahan Jewelers now through Valentine's Day for savings on all GIA certified diamonds and discounts store-wide up to 40% off. And interest-free financing on all purchases. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. Monahan's has it all. We're not a chain store. We're your local family jeweler since 1977 with a world-class inventory of fine jewelry and diamonds and gemstones available in any size. Support your local family jeweler now through Valentine's with huge savings in our inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Fernandina Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mokama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mokama magic is what it's all about. Mokama Beer Company in Fernandina Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mokama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Hey, this is Bert Cannon with the First Coast YMCA. Youth sports at the Y can help nurture your future athlete's potential and experience the joy of being a kid. At the Y, we're providing a safe, clean, and fun environment with basketball, soccer, volleyball, gymnastics, elite skills training, and more. Best of all, participation in Legacy Youth Sports League is free with your family membership. Visit fcymca.org to learn all about youth sports at the Y.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Thursday edition of The Drill. Hanging out. Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Last game of the year. When we go to work on 2025, Jack's putting together a young, hip staff.
Certainly green.
Yeah.
I mean, inexperienced.
I always get a kick out of, I know a lot, there are a lot of hardcore fans, man. So I dig it. And that's great. And they do their homework. But boy, some of these Googans on social media will be like, man, if we can just get Gladstone and this guy and that, I'm just going to lose my mind.
I get it.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. You're just trying to be that over the top thing. There's just no way to know.
Yeah.
You know, this is one of those.
Yeah.
And this is hard enough to do if you watch a player play 4 years in college or play for other team and decide whether or not you want him.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to do if you're evaluating a head coach whose record falls on him.
Right.
But you get into some of these positions, you're just being silly.
I saw on social media, I think it's Les Snead's wife pumping up the GM guy we're going to interview from the Rams. And I told you I love the Rams as far as how they
so
draft.
does Liam Cohen, by the way. There's a lot of Ram, shadow.
I'm like, man, give me that guy. If that guy is if he's the guy I said, Les, I'm telling you,
this deep tackle,
this Kobe Turner kid in the third round, take him or whatever.
Kyron Williams round 4.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of examples.
I like these FSU kids, man. If we could get Verse and Fisk, oh, man.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with it. All right. We were out at Tyson Sound and Security a few weeks back.
Yeah. By the way, they're giving away a big TV.
Yeah. You should probably – that was still going on, right?
Yeah,
Until
through Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
They got to go register out there,
If you're not stopping by just to register for this big, massive – I mean, this thing was an entertainment monster.
Yes.
It's free to register. If you're not, silly you. Stop by and see them. They're out there on US 17, just past Doctors Lake, righty? If I'm going south?
Yep.
Yeah, just past Doctors Lake. There.
Very nice.
But while we were there, we had a young man stop by and visit with us.
Was he young?
Yeah, about ready to celebrate. I believe it was his 65th birthday.
He is young.
I could be wrong. I think it was the 65th, but he had an exciting endeavor that he was going to be entertaining. In fact, he's done something similar in the past, and I think we talked with him and about that then. So let's bring in Roger, who stopped and saw us when we were out there in Orange Park, or Fleming Island. And Roger, about time to do the deed here, or deeds, I should say. Tell everybody what you got going on. You'll say it better than we will.
Yeah.
It's a couple of days out, and I'm officially 65 now, so apparently I have to apply for Medicare. So this Saturday, I'll kind of get right into it. I'm doing it's called a Goal with a Purpose 2. It's my second time, like you mentioned, and you guys did it really helped me out when I turned 50 and did this, so I really appreciate you guys. You're the best. But I start off at Jack's Pier. Hopefully there's going to be some waves to surf on right now.
Okay.
It looks like I might have to bring out my longboard.
All right.
And surf there. So we start there, and then right from there, drive to T&T Gymnastics Center.
Okay.
That's a wonderful, wonderful gymnastics center. The owners, Dee Weaver and Devon Greenham, they've been great to me. They've really helped me out. And then the operations manager there, Trina, is great. From there, I go to Kona Skate Park.
What are you doing at the gymnast? Like, what's the?
So at the gymnastics center, I'm going to be doing a little bit of tumbling.
Okay.
A little bit of floor X.
Okay.
Get on my event that I did in high school and college, which is horizontal bar or high bar.
I can do a somersault. Yeah. You want me to come do a somersault?
There you go. That would be great. I'll get you going. Doing giants and doing part of this whole process. This has been one of for me, kind of a very motivational, inspirational. I haven't done a giant on a high bar in probably over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working out probably the last 3.5 months at a gym up in Fort Mill, South Carolina, where I currently live, and they've been great to me. The Carolina Stars Gymnastics Center, but just doing that and getting back into gymnastics, it's a very hard sport when you're 15 to 20, let alone turning 65. So it was great. I was working out with the team up there. They're doing stuff for the first time, and I'm doing stuff, reliving it for 40 years ago. So it's been a great experience.
So you got surfing, you got gymnastics, then what?
Surfing, gymnastics, and then I go to Kona Skate Park.
Okay.
Kona, it's a beautiful skate park there.
Oh, yeah.
You got going to do some long snake runs, going to do some tricks, and then I'll finish up my one of the things I kind of mix in a little bit with gymnastics and skateboarding. I do about a 20-foot long handstand on a skateboard.
Oh boy!
I can't stand on a skateboard for 20
or on my hands.
Now, what about the skiing part? Don't worry, skiing or snowboarding?
Yeah, so. I do got to put a shout out for Martin Ramos, though, too, at the Kona Skate Park.
Shout out Ramos.
Martin Ramos has been great to me. I went in there a month ago for the first time, and I didn't have a helmet. He goes, "Here, Roger, take this helmet. It's yours." Oh, very cool. So from there, I go to Mandarin Park Boat Launch. My friend Sean Spear is going to be ready, have the boat ready to go. I jump on the boat. Go out and do two or three long slalom courses. Probably probably about 5, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of that. And then we come back, get in a car, drive to Jack's Airport, fly to Tri-Cities Airport, drive about an hour to Sugar Mountain ski resort. And luckily they have night skiing there, so I'll get there about probably 7:30 or 8, get some skis on, and then my goal there is to go down probably 3-5 times down the mountain. And you guys will probably hear me from there scream out.
Roger, is there a charity arm attached to this, or are you just doing this for kicks?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a charity, and that's, really, to be honest with you,
that's what it's for.
That's what it's for. My wife always likes to say, "Yeah, it's not all about you, Roger." So, and I know it's not. So, no, I have two great charities: the Wounded Warrior Project.
Oh yeah,
and they're just wonderful. They have a great facility here in Jacksonville. They help the current military, the retired military heroes. Whether they have physical or mental, pain going on, they take care of them. They help the caregivers out, their families. It's just a wonderful organization. And I did that the first time when I turned 50. And then again, since it's the second time out, I decided to throw in another charity, which is Wish of a Lifetime. It's that's done through AARP, and they basically they will grant wishes to senior citizens. I guess again, which I am now. So it's like. So you have a neighbor or a grandparent, you have a neighbor down the street that was a teacher all her life. She did wonderful things for her students. And now, maybe because she was a teacher for her whole life, she doesn't have the money to go do something. Like she wants to go see the Grand Canyon. The Wish of a Lifetime will put together the whole thing. People will nominate people, senior citizens for this. They vet it, and then they grant the senior citizens' wish. They'll do everything from getting the planes, getting the hotels, getting the tours at the Grand Canyon was just one example. They do everything around the whole United States. So that's a great one also.
All right.
Well, good luck, man. Let us know how it goes. Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it. I do have one more shout out for my wife, Teresa, who's just been by my side the whole way, and my sons, Nick and Joey. Or excuse me, Nick and Gabe, and then Joey's Nick's fiance.
Okay,
they're both avid Jaguar fans, season ticket holders, and they definitely are looking forward to the next season. Hopefully, Tony and the team and the new coach can get everybody going. Right?
Amen on that.
Amen. Thanks, Roger. Good luck, Roger Staggs. Yeah, shout out.
Yes,
Clap it up
very
for
impressive.
Raj.
Again, you can go to Wounded Warriors Project or Wish of a Lifetime, and I'm sure there's a link there that you can contribute through Roger's efforts this weekend, man. Throwing the skiing in, that's the kicker.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you take what is already a busy day bouncing around town. By the way, I would have already torn an ACL on the first.
I tore an ACL thinking about it.
I mean, an Achilles. I don't know if I could get through the first 4 to get to the point that you get on the plane. And if I did, the knees would for sure go up there on the mountain.
Hey, you know what happened in Jacksonville 20 years ago today?
Jacksonville 20 years ago
to the day.
On February 6th.
Yes,
no, I did not.
We were.
How old were you, E?
20 years ago, I was 18.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, then.
Yeah, you damn sure
You were out sneaking out, going out, and enjoying the week. You know why?
Why?
This is Super Bowl was here.
Oh, where was
were you here?
Yeah, I was. I was. I met Jerry Rice actually.
Of course you did.
I was working as a cart guy at Eagle Harbor Golf and Country Club.
There you go. Yeah. Everybody got to meet somebody that week. It was kind of a fun week, and TV was crazy. We did shows. We had the cruise ships in the river. I hosted an event on a cruise ship with it was like a charity auction, and Emmett Smith's wife then, who they're not together anymore. She was also married, I believe, to Martin Lawrence, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, beautiful lady. She's bidding up this one item. I can't remember. It was going high, and she's on the phone with Emmett. Can I bid this much? It was great stuff, man. So, and then
did she win?
I think she did win one of them. And then I can remember there were parties and
oh, yeah.
we would be live and the red carpet and might catch former athlete who had been drinking all day, and you wrap up that interview real quick before he puts you in a bad spot.
You're right.
Then we carried this guy Jay Moore. He's a comedian. He's now married, I think, to Jeannie Buss, the Lakers owner.
Got married?
They're together.
I thought that was just a cup of coffee. I didn't realize they stayed together.
I think they're married.
That's fine.
I could be wrong, but anyway, he's doing he's a comedian and he's doing an act, and we're carrying some of his stuff live, and he starts swearing. Oh no,
dear.
get out of there! So it was a crazy week here in Jacksonville. I wonder when we get the new stadium. I don't know. We'd be hard pressed to host another one.
Man, the city will be lit. Oof.
Yeah, that would be. We just don't have the infrastructure, quite frankly. But who knows? You have to get the Four Seasons and all that downtown starts to rock. Maybe another time we'll hit another one. We'll have to wait and see. So, but 20 years ago, and then we all went to the Super Bowl, and it was the Eagles and the Patriots the first time, and Tom Brady won that one. And I remember Tuesday night. I think Brady and the offensive linemen were out at like Lynch's, partying.
What? They was out at the beaches?
Donovan McNabb was puking during the game, or I don't know, all kinds of crazy memories from that Super Bowl. So let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill, Thursday edition on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
One of life's most important decisions. Think about this, gang. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family, of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, I'm not, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? You need to. Man, I want to do that. Yeah, you do. You got to decide where you're at. You work hard for your money, man. Get those assets to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with the decisions you need to make. He'll provide you the info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't you let the state decide your fate.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, it's been 10 years that I've been vouching for my guys at Dandy Boots, and for a decade, I'm proud of my association with a local family business. They make a great product. I've made no secret that I was a customer long before Dandy ever came on board on 1010XL. But I'm thinking I'm due a little Dandy swag, maybe a little love. How about a Dandy t-shirt, a ball cap? So how about it, Thompson family? What do you got going on over there? In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating those delicious tuna salad sandwiches. So guys, keep helping me out and grab a Dandy sandwich today.
Upgrade your home with the winning combination of style and performance from Renewal by Andersen. Energy efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. For a limited time, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires February 28th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On February 6, 1958, future Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder Ted Williams becomes the highest paid player in the MLB, re-signing with the Boston Red Sox for $135,000.
This is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about how God never fails us. In the Bible, Christ says this: I will in no way fail you or leave you without support. This is so important to remember because we can have the attitude, where is God when I need him? Why is this problem happening to me? No, just because your mind is saying one thing doesn't mean that God isn't going to do what he said. God has never failed us in the past. He's not about to start right now.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
You lost your swing. We got to go find it. It's your Saturday morning swing adjustment. Grip it and rip it. Get the golf tips and talk to take your game to the next level. The Edwin Watts Golf Hour. Saturday mornings at 10 on 1010XL.
Attention men and women, if you'd like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, what a week in the NBA. All kinds of trades going on. There was one last night as well. I don't like this one. Like, I'm cool with the Luka one. One reason people don't like the NBA is because of guys like Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler is a great player when he wants to be. But he quit on the Miami Heat, and he got traded, and he got a raise for being an ass. And that's unfortunate. When a guy makes $48 million and he's miserable, I wouldn't want him as part of my organization now. Maybe Golden State's desperate.
NBA just hits different. And I talked about this. It's the only sport where that's the case.
Yeah.
It does not work. Maybe it's the contract. I don't know how it works. It doesn't work in football and baseball.
No.
They'll make you stew in your misery. I'm not just going to let you go for letting you go.
You think Cleveland's just going to turn around and trade Myles Garrett?
No, of course not. Nor should they.
But you think Myles Garrett's going to quit on Cleveland? You think he's just not going to try?
No, he'll wait until the very last minute and he'll go play. The basketball players are disgusting.
I mean,
some of their not all of them.
No.
That's why the greats have the work ethic of Kobe and Michael Jordan and the physical conditioning of LeBron. And the greats don't get great just by staging.
What Joel Embiid has done to the Philadelphia 76ers. He's played 14 games this year. 14 games. He took that big fat raise, $190 million for 3 years.
It shows you the international value of the NBA because it is amazing. And I know they got shorter rosters, just a lot goes into it. It's amazing that the highest paid athletes in our country are NBA players.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Oh yeah,
because they're still not. They're still third,
I guess.
Worldwide, I guess.
Yeah.
They're still third behind baseball in this country. Maybe not for long, but this is the most recent Gallup poll of sports fans. What's your favorite sport?
I don't think fans don't have a problem with, hey, man, you get a job, you get a pay raise, you go somewhere else, that's fine. But this guy quit.
It's Jalen. Yeah. You probably feel about him but no, that's not true.
No, because
Jalen didn't have any resume when he pulled his stunt. Jimmy Butler has a playoff resume.
Yes.
He's single-handedly taken the Heat to the finals twice.
I believe I read he's one of 10 players in NBA history
whose numbers are better in the postseason.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
He's also a great fit. Now, I don't think Golden State has any more chance of winning it than the Jacksonville Giants.
Yeah.
But he is a perfect fit there because they run a lot of pick and roll and cut to the basket, and that's what Jimmy Butler apparently is the best at. So, and he'll try hard now, and he'll be a good piece, but that West is too tough.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, the one I'm intrigued by, and they're still a sub-500 team, but, man, San Antonio's fixing to get good. And my Hawks could have beat them last night. They trailed by like 20 at half, and because it's the NBA, it went down to the final shot. But Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, that's kind of a low – the Luka deal, totally overshadowed. That is a low-key big move for years to come, isn't it?
Huge. He had 13 assists in his first game, right?
Doesn't that make the Spurs like the team to beat starting next year?
Man, yeah.
That's a nice trade.
That's a good trade. And then there's the other side. And this is also where it sticks wrong, but for every Jimmy Butler, there's a Chris Middleton. A guy who doesn't do nothing but towed the line, been a great company guy. He stepped up when Giannis was hurt in that Eastern Conference final and helped beat the Hawks. They could have very well lost that series before the ref cheated and twisted and hurt Trae Young's ankle. And Middleton was a star on that team, and they sent him off for a can of soup, man.
Yeah, why did they do that?
Get
Kuzma?
I guess.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Money?
I guess they want Kuzma to just be a spot-up three, and maybe Middleton was more ball-dominant, like Lillard and Jan. I don't know. I always say this when you ask a question I don't know the answer to, and it's the NBA. My quick answer would be, well, Giannis must not like him. I mean, that's my answer.
Yeah.
There's something about the guy. Either as a player or as a person that Giannis doesn't want him.
Interesting.
Hey, we don't need him. I don't want him. Okay, bye-bye.
And I think that's why I'll say this, and this is biased, but I think the Jimmy Butlers of the world are why people so much, especially when they're teams. You're a fan of the team. And that's why we Knicks fans love Jalen Brunson. We love him.
Took a pay cut, didn't he?
He took a pay cut, bro. He left $100 million on the table to sign in. He loves playing in New York. He loves being a Knick, and they love him for it. And he's the king of New York right now. And
well, LeBron is the king of the
you
Garden.
Shut your mouth. Bite your tongue. Pro Football Hall of Fame tonight. We find out who gets in. I'm looking at some predictions.
Middleton has been hurt a lot lately.
Yeah, I know.
So
he's a great shooter, though. He's a great shooter.
Good player.
And I don't know they win without him.
I think Kuzma at this stage can do everything that Middleton's doing.
Yeah.
He's a similar,
I guess that's probably what they think.
Yeah, he's kind of a longer, younger guy.
So 15 finalists, 5 will get in.
Like I said, what it's because of the silence is deafening. I feel like the way they announce the hall nowadays, that if Fred were in, I would have heard by now.
I'm gonna guess. I like this guy. I think that Antonio Gates gets in. And I think Eli gets in. I think those two guys are going in.
Well, there's a first time pass rusher I thought that I liked.
Who
is it? I don't know. I'm going by.
Jared Allen is long overdue.
Yeah, it's time for him to go in.
T. Sizzle.
That's it. Suggs. Yeah, he goes in first ballot. If you ask me, could have had him. We took Leftwich.
Adam Vinatieri,
not first ballot, but a Hall of Famer.
Might get in.
Yeah, I that would be a shame. You shouldn't put a kicker in over a real football player as on the first ballot. Adam Vinatieri,
all-time leader in career points and clutch as hell.
Really good player.
Yeah,
definitely a Hall of Famer. But kickers don't go in first ballot. No.
Torrey Holt might finally get in.
Doesn't feel like a Hall of Famer, does he?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
But he had his numbers. It's stupid that Andre Bruce is in and he's not. They got the same numbers. I don't know how they differentiated.
Jimmy or Torrey Holt better?
I'd say Jimmy.
I would too.
Jimmy doesn't get his love.
Nobody said that they were afraid of Torrey.
I saw a list the other day, by the way, and it was a big, encompassing list, and Jimmy was one of only 4 or 5 guys that was on it. I don't remember the parameters. You know how the analytics work.
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly?
I don't think too short.
I would agree, but
not a Hall of Famer.
Not a Hall of Famer.
If Patrick Willis is a Hall of Famer, Luke Kuechly's a Hall of Famer.
I guess so. Those guys don't feel like. I feel like we're putting everybody in except the ones I want.
Yeah.
I feel like we're putting everyone in except the guys I want. That's what I feel like.
Right.
You think like most of these guys end up getting in, but here's Fred. Well, this is his room for the second time, right?
Correct.
Anyway,
this was just a good year. There's no other running backs in the 15. There's no other competition.
You can always make a reason why the guy's a Hall of Famer. Put him in, but they just.
Well, we got Tom Coughlin, where these
Oh, yeah.
Galoofs won't put him in.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Beat the Patriots twice. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
That's beyond annoying. Tom Coughlin should have went in right away, But anyway, it'll be interesting to see. And I would agree with you. I think word would have leaked out if we knew Freddie was getting
it's from what I
the
have.
announcements tonight. That's why I bring it up. They do that NFL, award show at the end of the award
honors.
show. Yeah, honors.
You know what's going to be the play of the year?
Yeah, Saquon.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to get featured on there.
We will be featured. And we can also claim Torrey Holt if he gets it.
Yeah.
Torrey Holt.
You're talking about Saquon. We're going to be featured because of the backwards hopscotch.
Yep.
Torrey Holt brought that grotesque finger here to Jacksonville for a while.
He did.
I was thinking that Saquon Barkley, I was thinking, you know what Saquon almost looks like? He almost looks like one of those deals where you produce something where you do it and then you run it in slow motion backward like it's running forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've seen people, I saw this and they line up 4 people on like a dock and they take a picture and they jump backwards.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can rewind and it's like they're coming back out, and it makes it look like they're jumping up out of the water.
Over-under on Saquon Sunday?
It was like 113.
113 yards. The Chiefs, they don't give up 100-yard rushers?
And guys don't go for big yards in the Super Bowl typically. I know it's happened a few, but it typically is more of a the offensive highlights are typically more pass related, especially of late. It feels that way at least. I don't want to speak out of turn, but these last few Super Bowls haven't been defined by some great running back or running game, have they?
In fact, let's do this real quick before we go to break.
None of the Chiefs featured any kind of significant running back play. I mean, it was Damian Williams of the world.
Give me some pop quiz
Oh,
music.
man.
I think we're thinking the same thing, Dan.
Yeah, this is gettable.
Okay.
Top 5 rushing performances
in the
Super Bowl history.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I was Googling the.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
I am too. So I can't play.
Well, I know the number one is. I'm pretty sure still the only one over 200 is Timmy Smith.
Timmy Smith of the Washington then Redskins against Denver. Guy never did anything really in his entire career but that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Unbelievable. 1988 went for 204 yards.
See,
on 22 carries.
The reason this is hard is because the Super Bowls aren't. I mean,
I can give you a clue in every one that you'll knock them right out.
100%. But that's what the clue. I'm going to do this. Marcus Allen has to be. He had that 70 yards.
He's second, 191 for the Raiders. He had 191.
And now, when you think I know that there have been dominant running backs that had I got to think Terrell Davis.
He's fifth, 157 against Green Bay.
That's the only one that I would have gotten.
That's the only one you would have gotten?
Yeah.
AE. Look at number 7. That one I would have not gotten. I remember him. And now you don't even know him.
No, sir.
Clarence Davis for Oakland.
Raiders.
Yeah, went for 137 against the Vikes.
I had another one that I was going to.
So you got Timmy Smith, you got Marcus Allen, and you got Terrell Davis. You need numbers 3 and 4.
I had 3 in my head, and when I gave Terrell Davis, I got myself off track. Here, hold on. Let me look at. I'm looking at the teams. I'm not looking at anything other than that. He had a 48-yard or something. So I'm gonna go Riggins.
Riggo went 166 against the Dolphins.
Was he third?
Oh, Don McNeil. Why didn't you tackle him?
He's third, so I'm missing number 4, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Number 4 carried it 34 times for 158 yards in a slugfest.
You remember watching that game?
Do I remember watching it?
Well,
yes, I do.
Okay.
Will Jeff remember? Let me see what year that was. Yeah, he'll remember. Well, 16, might be one of the first ones he ever watched.
The first one I ever watched was that I really, really, really remember was Miami, Washington.
Okay.
It wasn't that one, right?
I think that was after this. That was after this.
I'm thinking
that was before this.
Is it Franco Harris?
Franco Harris.
Yeah, I was going to say Franco Harris. I was going to fall on him because they went so many times, but I don't remember a big game. Which one was it? The Minnesota game?
Minnesota 16-6 game.
Yeah, it's a boring game.
There's only been.
That's the first game I remember watching start to finish. Miami Washington's the first one I remember watching. But
Zonka was 6, Jeff.
But that was against Minnesota.
Zonka, so I was close.
Okay, yeah, that was against Minnesota.
Zonka was against Minnesota.
And who was 7th?
Clarence Davis. Never would have got
I would have got 6. I would have got to 7.
Emmett went for 132. He's 9th. Only 21 guys.
What about Thurman Thomas? Didn't he have a big game?
Yeah, only 22 guys have gone over 100 yards in the Super Bowl. Damian Williams did it for Kansas City.
Yeah.
He scored a bunch of touchdowns. Yeah, 104.
I remember that Super Bowl. I was there.
He broke one down the sideline.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman did it for the Bucks. Thurman did 135 against the Giants.
It's often been just kind of not often, but quite a few times it's been just kind of a role player.
Yeah.
Like Damian Williams and, Timmy Smith.
Marshawn had 102. Should have had 103, and they would have won a Super Bowl.
I guess the point would be, if you were inclined, you would bet the under on Saquon. There's a couple things. Super Bowl history, not a lot of guys even go for 100, and the Chiefs haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher all year.
Yeah.
But on the other side is, Saquon's going for about 130 without trying.
We got the 9 o'clock nasty coming up.
No.
I missed it.
It's a custom tree surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Bringing spirited sports conversation to you.
That's impossible.
Morning to night.
That's impossible. Who are you?
Jacksonville Sports Radio. 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Oh, man, I've been talking about them for a long time because they're so good, and they've been around for a long time. Drs. Metz, Dr. Boudreaux, been seemingly in the Jacksonville area for years and years. Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery, man. Beaches Dermatology is the best. Shout out to Solana Road. Staff over there is second to none, but there are other Beaches Dermatologies to serve you. They want to remind you, man, you get some sunny weather, go on vacation right now this time of the year, man. Protect that skin. Put on that hat. Protect those ears. Long sleeve dry fits. Sunscreen, man. Got to do it. Got to do it. And if something does show up on your skin, go get it checked out. It's real easy. Just go online, beachesdermatology.com, find the one closest to you. Make that appointment. They'll take great care of you. Go online at beachesdermatology.com.
These days, we do everything from our phones. That's why JEA's app lets you manage your utility services anytime, anywhere. Whether you want to view your account, pay your bill, sign up for programs, or check the outage map, you can do it all right from the app, when and where it's convenient for you. Because we want to make doing business with us as quick and easy as possible. Download the free JEA app from the App Store today. JEA, your community, your utility.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Roses are red, violets are blue. A broken pipe? That's no way to woo. This Valentine's Day, don't let plumbing or HVAC problems ruin the romance. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrouter.com.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hammond, Valentine's Day is coming up. Got any romantic plans?
Dad, I'm married to Clean Air. My plan is to help Jacksonville families breathe easier.
You're helpless, but Clean Air does sound nice. Can duct cleaning really help?
Absolutely. Dust, allergens, even odors can build up in your ducts. Cleaning them now makes your air fresher and healthier for your family. The EPA says better indoor air quality can reduce health risk.
So cleaning ducts are like Valentine's Day gift for the house.
Exactly. Forget chocolates. Fresh air lasts longer and doesn't melt. Plus, we've got a February special, $100 off your total.
All right, sign me up. Maybe fresh air will make Mom fall in love with me again all over.
You'll have to take her to dinner for that, but cleaner air will definitely help.
Fair enough. Jacksonville, if you're ready to show your home some love, Google Zerorez and read over 7,000 five-star reviews. Zerorez.
Spelled Florida backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Cerorez. Zerorez.
It's game time for your business, and Advanced Business Solutions has the winning play. With Xerox copiers, you'll never miss a deadline. Fast, reliable, and built for high performance, Xerox copiers keep your team ahead of the competition. From printing to scanning, Xerox brings the MVPs of efficiency to your office. Ready to make the winning move? Hire the champions at Advanced Business Solutions. Veteran owned.
Printers, copiers, and IT management. Advanced Business Solutions.
Yo, each of the T here from my bookie, and it's finally here. A game so big, we're not even supposed to say the name. Where the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles at the Superdome. This isn't just the biggest game of the year, it's the ultimate betting event. If you're not on my bookie, you're missing out on all the action. Big game betting with my bookie goes beyond picking the winner. We've got all the wild props you can think of for this epic showdown. Will it be heads or tails? What color will the Gatorade be for the drenching of the winning coach? Even the length of the national anthem and the spectacle of the halftime show are up for grabs. My bookie loves giving you options to bet on everything. What really makes my bookie stand out? We make it easy to win and even easier to get paid. Whether you deposit in crypto or credit, bonuses await. And our new loyalty program gives you cash back just for playing. Bet on the big game boost parlays, live betting, and jackpots that can turn small bets into big wins. Fast signups, lightning fast payouts. Make sure you sign up using my promo code TENTONXL to get that deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Guys, Valentine's Day is coming. Don't run out of time. Jacksonville Flower Market on Beach and Southside has fresh, beautiful flowers she'll love. Mention radio to get 10% off. They'll even customize the bouquet so it's unique to her. Jacksonville Flower Market on Beach and Southside.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. Liam Cohen hired Vikings assistant OC and quarterbacks coach Grant Udinski to round out his coaching staff. He joins defensive coordinator Anthony Campanile, who was hired last week, and special teams coordinator Heath Farwell. Here's Cohen.
Actually, last year, when took the offensive coordinator position in Tampa, ended up having to hire 5 coaches. So went through that process. You get great support from your team, the people that are with you, and then you find out through coaches, right? What's better to ask other coaches about people they've either worked with, and then you start to holler at some of the players that maybe were coached by these guys to get a little bit of a better feel for it. But man, the process is going great so far, and hope to have some of these guys here soon.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. It's 65 degrees at 9 o'clock. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
We had asked Tori to leave because it's a 9 o'clock nasty.
Duval.
Thank you very much.
Right into that.
She made an interesting point and I know a lot of you have thought about this, but man, we are very raw and young in the ranks of coaching. First time decor, first time OC, first time head coach.
First time, your VP is first time he's ever been in a front office.
Yeah.
It goes a lot deeper than just the head coach. And we talked about that with Tony. There can also be a fresh start feel to that.
That's fair.
And in today's day and age, just because it's your first time being in that position,
you don't know.
Well, it's a far cry from not being ready for it. I mean, listen, maybe you've never driven a truck.
Right.
But, you've driven for 8 years. You're probably going to be okay.
Tony's at the Super Bowl, and I saw him do an interview, and he was adamant about one thing with the Jags front office, and that is coach-centric. Like, Liam leads the football show. Like it's up to Liam. We have to help Liam so he can only concentrate on the football. But he's the guy. So,
Yeah, but you know
it's
what?
a great situation. What a great opportunity for this guy, Liam Cohen.
Oh, yeah. He's got everyone on his side. They all like each other. And it's all copacetic for now. Talk to me in 2 years. There's nothing yet to have to create conflict. I mean, it's all kumbaya. It doesn't work that way. You got alpha men running alpha organizations, making different decisions and disagreeing. It's not all going to be great, and that's fine. Tony said, look, I've been in the corporate world. There are arguments all the time. It doesn't mean you get off of your common goals. So,
right.
It's not always going to feel so, a group hug-ish. But,
for sure.
I do think there is a value in it. We haven't had just a fresh, clean start since Caldwell and Bradley.
Okay.
And we've never had one with 3. It's always removing one part and putting another one in. And look, if they elect to keep Ethan Wall as the GM, I'm going to consider that part of a clean sweep. I'm not going to say just because he was in the office before that brings some negative. He may be the positive. I don't know. I'm going to trust Tony, I guess is my point. I'm going to trust Tony and Liam Cohen to more objectively, rate Ethan Wall if he has a chance to keep that job. Again, he's a guy who comes from the 49ers system and who was brought in by Balky, I'm sure, to be subservient. But we'll see. So I think there's some value in this case of just having kind of a clean slate. And I'll say we've never talked about this, Hick. But, is there a curse of Baselli from this standpoint?
Oh, geez.
No, I'm going to tell you why. It's a good thing, not a bad one.
Okay.
This being a positive for him. The franchise went to hell in a handbasket the day Tom Coughlin walked across the street and knocked on his door.
Yeah.
They did nothing but Tony Baselli was the first pick of the draft here and immediately established himself as a leader, a future Hall of Famer, an all-time All-Star. They went to the playoffs every year. Then he got hurt and dealt, and we haven't sniffed anything for 20 years.
No.
The year we got him to the Hall, we went to the playoffs. Maybe this is finally the last one. So, yeah, the curse of Tony, not that he's brought something bad. It's in when he's not being featured.
I was curious. Did you ask Tony? You had Tony on the program this week, right?
All the hard questions.
You did? How much is he pulling in?
I didn't ask him that.
You didn't ask?
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
I don't know what that job pays.
Yeah.
And, what do you think a job like that pays? Couple of mil?
I would think,
yeah. Good for him. Get as much as you can get. I would imagine. Look, he's leaving a job. He's leaving a good job in corporate America. So I'm sure
EVP of football operations at the NFL is responsible for informing the NFL's business. The EVP salary is likely to be in the range of $242 to $444 per year.
220,000?
242,000 to 444,000 per year, including base salary and additional pay.
Tony ain't going down there for 400, boy.
No. I'm just curious what he's making.
That's got to be a 7-figure. What is? I don't know if that's that. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Does it?
It doesn't. No.
I mean, only because I'm not saying that's not a lot of money. That's a ton of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm saying by the NFL standards and the money they're throwing quarterbacks, $50-something million a year, it doesn't seem like much.
So you didn't ask him. You left that for me to clean up.
Yeah, I don't care. I didn't care how much he made.
You don't care?
No, it didn't.
E, do you care how much Tony's making?
I kind of want to know now. You bring it up.
I didn't even think at all until you just brought it up.
I'm just curious, like Whiskers.
Yeah. Well, Whiskers is curious. That's why it's a cat.
Yeah, like to know how much Jack our buddy's bringing in, and so then when we do have the think tank lunches, he's paying.
Yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah,
and he better have him with us. If this guy suddenly goes all big time, forgets his roots, and just how much we've prepared him for this.
When is our think tank?
Starts with Dan Hicken and Jeff Frost.
Thank you.
When are the think tank lunches with Tony? And when I'm talking about think tank is I'm talking about me, you, Tony. E comes along.
Okay.
E, we're including you.
Bet.
Well, it'd be it's like his own little like town hall meeting. What's he doing? Well, I don't know what he said. Yeah, something off mic.
That's just a joke.
That's saying a lot. The fact that he didn't say it on mic.
No, I ain't saying it on mic.
And here's the thing.
That's between me and E.
If you said it to E and he's laughing, it means it shouldn't offend anyone in the world. Yet you felt like you had to run in there.
I ain't saying it. Anyway.
It would have been better if I said it.
No, don't say it. Please don't say it. So anyway, the four of us go to lunch. This is how I'm envisioning. Now, help me here. We're at Capitol Grill.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Has to be. We probably get a room.
That private room?
Yeah. Private room at the grill. Right.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
Can we get Mexican or no? We'll
this is a like a once a month thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, once a month think tank.
How are you
lunch.
going to keep your finger on the pulse without, you know?
When we start kicking it around a little bit, concepts and rationalizations about our Jags. We know the Jags
better than him.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the hips or the feet.
No, I don't care.
We're going to tell you what we see,
That's right.
Tone.
Eye test, guys.
You got to take in this part of it, too.
Sure.
You can do all the hips and you can go talk that football mumbo-jumbo
we had a draft
with
in
all
Hutchins.
those coaches and scouts, and they get it wrong.
Right.
We'll tell you, Tone.
Yeah.
Listen, take a chance on this McMillan kid. Guys, you know I'm inside out. I'm inside out. I need Mason Graham. I really like this kid. All right. Is he going to be the best defensive? Is he Aaron Donald? Nope. Then don't take him. I want the best player at his position for the next 10 years with the 5th pick overall. Is that Travis Hunter? I heard Travis Hunter, by the way, remains adamant that he wants to play both ways.
Good. I want a guy who wants to play, but I want to have to tell him, you can't play that much ball for us, son.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I definitely want a guy who wants to.
What are you going to eat at the I'm going to get the steak salad at the Capitol Grill.
Steak salad?
Yeah,
you like that?
Oh, it's so good. What are you going to get?
I'm getting that rotisserie chicken.
Okay. All right. I'm
going to go with the I'm going to go with that lobster mac and cheese. I believe they have that at the Capitol.
Are we going to drink too during the lunch?
Turn it up. I think they got brackets there.
Come on.
All right.
You know they got Hennessy.
Okay.
He's going to be 3 sheets. He's not going to remember the back half of the meeting.
I'm going to leave the heavy.
Only the first half.
Now, let me ask you this.
Lifting.
Is Tony scheduled to reappear with us? It was through the Super Bowl, right? Is he coming on next week? Okay.
Sure.
So I can ask him these questions.
You can.
All right.
He'll tell you.
Can we get it on the calendar?
He'll call you a knucklehead.
We can get it on the calendar, the first think tank lunch?
We could go have one today. You know that.
Not today. He's in New Orleans.
Well, we'll go track him down if you want one, if it's necessary.
He on the Kismet in New Orleans.
Yeah. What about Shad flexing? You see Shad flexing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Gives new meaning to yacht rock, huh?
Yeah.
He flexed big time.
I gotta go look
Hick,
that
you've
up.
heard of yacht rock, haven't you?
Yacht rock?
Yeah, you never heard of yacht rock either. Dang, man. I guess I'm wrong. I apologize.
Yeah.
What is yacht rock?
Yacht rock is like one of the music channels, but it's like 40-ish, old man rock. It's like soft. Yeah.
Really? I probably like it then.
Yeah, but it might be one of the specific services is why if you're not on that, like Pandora, if you're not on Pandora, you wouldn't know it, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was much better known than apparently it is.
Yacht rock?
The boys on the golf trip used to fire it. But you see it. If now that you've heard the term, you'll see it more. You hear me? Now that you've heard the term, you'll see it more. It'll pop up somewhere. This is classic yacht rock right here.
I typed in yacht rock. This is the first.
This would be yacht
Toto.
rock. Yeah, correct. Doobie Brothers, right?
Okay.
Your guy, Moon in New York City, Christopher Cross. That's what we're talking about.
I never heard of yacht rock.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You would love it, by the way. You could have a yacht rock T-shirt and it would be right on brand.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Good.
All right, so think tank lunches. Remind me to schedule that next Monday.
See, it's got a good vibe to it. It's a lovely day, man.
I rock with yacht rock.
Yeah,
so far.
yacht rock is just a low key. Have a cold one. Kick back. You're kicking it around with the couples on the deck.
Looking at the rest of the peasants.
Yacht rock. No peasants.
No, the peasants ain't on a yacht.
Yeah, no, there's no yacht.
There's no yacht?
Yeah, you pretend like you're on a yacht.
Yacht
rock.
I don't want to be on the yacht if we're going to have yacht rock.
Yeah, well, I got news for you. You're sitting on the deck unless you bought it.
If I had a yacht, that music would play through the yacht.
Okay,
and I would be
that's
happy
good.
about it.
And it would be, in turn, yacht rock.
Yeah. I saw a shot when they showed Shad Khan's Kismet 2.
Lovely day. Lovely
He said,
day.
Bop.
I love that song.
It said sleeps 12.
That's all?
That's what I thought.
Sleep about 1,000 on that thing.
But I'm
if you
sure the
wanted to.
12 are huge. Those rooms got to be huge.
Well, I took the tour of the Kismet 1. I couldn't remember. I swore it was more than 12. Now, and their staff is bigger than the Kismet 1s.
True.
They're 30 some odd on that
They're like
on that ship
36.
now.
Text line, a very, very valid point. We got to prioritize some things here with Tony. I mean, roster's important and all, but from the text line, can Tony get the beer prices lowered?
Yes. He's a man of the people, man, right?
Right. For our hardship, excuse our dust, right? Don't they paying those when they're doing renos?
Yeah.
Excuse our dust. Today, 2-for-1 coffee.
You know, it really wouldn't hurt to take the model that our guy Arthur Blank did in
on
Atlanta.
Sunday, and he keeps
especially in Jacksonville, where
Yeah.
again, small market challenges, get people in the park, man. Listen, you're paying for the tickets, but you know what? Food's going to be cheap today. Enjoy it. So,
Yacht Rock is on both Spotify and Pandora, I'm told. So there you go. You can go find it.
what are those?
Fair enough.
E, can you set that up on my app?
Oh my goodness.
Can you give me the app, E? Huh?
I got you, bro.
He's taking some strays for ordering chicken at a steakhouse. I'm just saying.
But that chicken fire, though.
It is fire.
It is. It's good.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. We got a lot accomplished that segment. That was a good meeting. And we'll set the tone here for the rest of the way. Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Young Jag staff and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Bone-crushing blows to game-winning goals. Yes! Feel the energy on 1010XL.
History!
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Prize Picks. The big game is upon us, man. And do we have all kinds of fun and options ready for you at Prize Picks. You got to check it out. Listen, 10 million members can't be wrong, right? Billions of dollars. And the big game, it's going to draw something. How many yards is Mahomes going to go for, huh? What about Saquon? We were talking about him earlier. Over, under. That's how you play the game. It's fun. Just pick the athlete, pick more or less in this particular game. Well, all kinds of free Super Bowl squares available to you right now. All you got to do is download that Prize Picks app today and use code JAX. You get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. $50 instantly when you play 5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Gang, it's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
I-9 Sports invites parents on the First Coast to log on and check out what they can offer with sports year-round. Spring and summer registration open right now. And with ages 3 to 7, there's something for everyone. i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code and get your kid in the game.
It's time to get up and go to the Jacksonville RV Mega Show, Thursday through Sunday, February 6th through 9th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus win $250 gift cards every day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors get half off on Thursday. Military and first responders half off every day. Thursday through Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4. The Jacksonville RV Mega Show.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
One of the best things about being on the First Coast is standing at the center of the golf world.
Yes, it is.
Brunch with a tour.
Tour news, tips, and inside info. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation. 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
ET here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find Scratch Kitchen that always comes in the clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktail shots, and more. Come on, somebody.
Prosser here, still telling you about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Lifetime Enclosures is keeping the sale going into February. Enclosures starting at only $89 a month, and if you get a complete enclosure done, you get free flooring. If you just need flooring, Lifetime Flooring is running a buy one room, get the second room free. Now offering floor coating for that garage or patio deck too. Give them a call or visit their showrooms just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Don't miss the big game specials at Southern Steer Butcher. Check out our website for the big game snack attack, party combo, sampler combo, and the best buffalo dip you've ever had.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass. He told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Team 10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the night.
Champ is here.
Champ is here, all right. You better retire that belt real quick there, champ. Yeah, the boy Yacht Rock Nation's coming in strong.
Yeah.
You got
this is mine too.
It's right up. This is Yacht Rock, isn't it? Yeah, this is all Yacht Rock, man.
Yacht Rock.
This would be right into your alley, buddy. I'm telling you that.
You know, it's weird in baseball. It's like we had all, like, Mets fans all come to grips with, well, maybe we won't have Pete back. We'll move you. But now adding him brings so much more, and yet but they won't pay him the money. You know, he's getting $30 million. Don't feel bad for him. But putting him in that lineup now all of a sudden gives you this Lindor, Soto, Alonso, boom, 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 and that's a tough.
I tell you how I look
tough
at
way
it
to navigate
as an opponent.
Mm-hmm.
He still brings a little fear when I don't want a runner on second and third,
Right.
2 outs in the eighth, and there's a lot of guys I'd rather pick before Alonso comes up.
Mm-hmm.
But my thought with the Mets always was this: I think as an opponent, as a rival, I'd rather have Bird in hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be alone. I figure if you did not get him, it was going to be a Vlad Jr.
Oh, you think they'd go get somebody else?
They were going to go get somebody who was going to at
Not
least
like that, though, I don't think.
No, there was one that Murph was in. It was a similar guy.
Oh, okay.
All power, not a lot of.
They were
other
looking at
things.
Santander or
maybe the Gators.
Mountcastle was a guy that they were talking
does
about.
Arizona have a guy, maybe?
Christian Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he ended up going somewhere.
Okay,
so
he'd already signed.
He was already, yeah.
But anyway, I figured all along starting the process that if they did not end up with Alonso, they would end up with somebody as good or better. So it wasn't,
Yeah.
I'd rather him go, though. I'd rather mix up the chemistry. If you're a rival, I'd rather add things and hope it doesn't go right. But in baseball, they smooth that stuff out.
Yeah.
You have to. You're together all in close quarters every day.
We have basically the same team with Soto, so that's why all of a sudden now Mets fans go. Because, I mean, the pitching we added and subtracted, but they're the same guys, basically.
Yeah, and the Braves are not the same. Here is where the Braves have laid in the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just not a partisan statement.
Mm-hmm.
But like last year it was Schwellenbach.
Right.
Like I don't know, not just good, but like as
Right.
good as anybody on the staff that has the Cy Young winner.
Right.
The year before that it was Elder.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that it was Strider. The year before that it was Anderson. And I might not be getting exactly on years. The point is every year the Braves have thrown out some, you haven't seen him since rookie ball who's able to be a double-digit win guy for him. A guy who looks like a 3 or 4 starter right off the bat. So they better have 2 or 3 of those because they have not added a pitcher. They've lost Fried and Morton, and they have not added a veteran starting pitcher. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. We've got a 9 o'clock nasty story I'd like to bring to you that,
of course, you would.
I think needs to be shared.
Mr. 10 says there's a Yacht Rock documentary on. You can find it on the streaming.
Joe,
service.
you sent it too.
Okay, so
isn't that crazy? These guys know that they're Yacht Rock. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
This has to do with the cheetah. I don't know if you've seen the story.
Not yet.
Damn the cheetah. Yeah, thank you. So you heard the story about the lady who took her kid to the camp and the cheetah ran into her and broke her leg. Remember that story?
I do, yep.
Okay. So she was.
She was at a football camp, and Cheetah
was having a football camp for the kid. She brought her 10-year-old kid.
Okay.
He ended up fracturing her right leg with crushing force during a backyard football lesson in 2020.
She wasn't pregnant though.
No,
she doesn't have. She's not carrying one of his kids. So one of the 8 this year to have one.
No, she's not. So she filed a lawsuit against the cheetah.
Okay.
But by the way, she's a plus-sized OnlyFans model.
It's amazing that those two things go together, but to each his own.
Yeah. Now
girl.
she.
I got to say this: a couple of questions here before I render a verdict, but. I find it hard to believe
this verdict will be pretty easy once I read this. I
find it hard to believe that anyone should be anywhere near a spot where they could get hurt by a football player. I'm guessing, why is she anywhere near?
They're outside, out back.
Right.
Come on back to the place with the kid and showing him some of the,
Oh, so she's back at his house now.
Yeah, she wants damages in excess of $50,000 because she broke her. He broke her leg. He knocked her down with such force she eventually had to undergo reconstructive surgery.
Did he do it playfully or was it an accident?
Don't know.
Okay.
The interesting twist to the story, though, is after she broke her leg, she was okay enough to, have relations with the cheetah, spend the night with the cheetah, and, she admits now that she did sleep with the cheetah.
I guess we find out how the cheetah might really literally be a cheetah, like just animal blood. Like how maybe we find out what cheetah. Like honestly, wasn't it 8 kids this year? E?
Yeah, he up there, man.
Like
I don't think it's 8 this year, but it is.
It was 8 pregnancies this year, wasn't it? E? I think it was this year, Dan. I'm not even kidding.
She revealed during the deposition that 2 had been intimate the night of the incident, according to the report.
After the broken leg?
After the leg, she explained that the cheetah had given her a piggyback ride up to his bedroom. And replied no when the attorney asked if she tried to call police, leave, or asked to stay in a different room in the South Florida mansion. No, because he was only aggressive in that moment after they had laughed at him and during those plays. But after the plays, it went back to a normal demeanor, so he's being more of himself, she said. She said the 2 had relations just once on the night that the football incident occurred and admitted later the next day they also had more of that. She said, quote, I wanted comfort. I felt very vulnerable at the moment I was injured as to why she slept in the cheetah's bed. So
Cheetah had 5, only he maxed out this year. He did have more kids than touchdowns in 2024. 5 kids in 2024 from 5 different women.
That was my first overall draft pick in fantasy, too.
5 kids, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Spent several more days with him doing various activities, then decided to sue him, though.
Various activities. I don't even want to know.
Activities.
Yeah, activities. Activities?
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to walk the...
we got to look at our gal here?
You can take a look at our gal. This is the cheetah's girl. One of the girls for the cheetah.
Oh, she looks tall. She looks like big. Like not...
I believe they have a term for that.
Yeah,
should we use it? I don't think we should use it.
No, yeah. You two.
Even in the 9 o'clock nasty.
Her there, let me see.
Yeah,
in the wheelchair.
There she is with the broken leg.
She's not that big, by the way.
No.
She's a voluptuous woman.
Model. I was thinking like, what's her name? The Lizzo. Yeah, I was thinking like that.
Lizzo's lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, I know. And now they're mad at her, by the way.
All right, before we go to break.
They only liked her when she was big. I don't get it.
Before we go to break, there's been 3 quarterbacks who have the top 6 passing yards in the Super Bowl. Can you name the 3 quarterbacks with the top 6 passing yards?
Like in their career? Like
yeah,
total?
in a game. One has 3 of them, one has 2 of them, and one has 1 of them. Who are the 3 quarterbacks with the top 6 passing
Brady.
yards? Brady went 505 and 466 for 1 and 2. One was a win, one was a loss. He went 43 of 62 for 466 against your Dirty Birds, and then he threw for 505 against the Eagles in a loss. Ooh.
He only has 2 of the 5? Somebody
else
has
6. Somebody has 3 of them. 3? Yeah. Who has 3 of the top 6 passing performances in Super Bowl history? And then, and then there's one more guy.
Wow, I guess it's. That's a good question, man. Yeah. That's a good question. I'm shocked someone has more.
Who did you say?
Aikman?
Aikman's incorrect.
No, I wouldn't think. I think it might be. It's just. What are the numbers? Give me the bottom numbers.
The last number is 365. 6th all time.
The Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a lot, man. Yeah. Well, Foles threw for 471.
No, he didn't.
Oh, I thought he did.
But he did fall for 373.
373.
And he's 5th all time. Yeah. So he's the one who doesn't belong.
So there's a 3, 2, and a 1. I'm just missing the guy
Brady
with 3.
2, Foles 1, the guy with 3.
This guy has 3 more than 365-yard passing games in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's got. I don't feel like Mahomes has done that. It's got to be Mahomes.
Yeah, it has to be.
Mahomes' best effort was 333.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
12.
like him. All right.
You're not going to find Mahomes there at all. Mahomes is only one time in the top 25.
I thought about Montana, but I don't remember him throwing it like that.
Montana's best effort is 8th. He threw for 357 against the Bengals.
Maybe we're
in
thinking
1989.
maybe we're going the wrong direction.
He
here.
also
We gotta think
threw
of
for
losers in the Super Bowl.
Also threw for 331 against Miami.
So a lot. What about Kelly?
Kelly nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
What about Big Ben?
Big Ben is a good guess, but also incorrect.
And I only have one more.
This guy threw for 414, 377, and 365.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner?
Yeah, Kurt Warner.
Okay.
I don't know. In my head, I was thinking 4 Super Bowls, and I couldn't get Warner to 4, and then I don't know why that made it click. Yeah, Kurt Warner. Woo, that's impressive, huh?
3 of the top 6 all time. That's how he should be introduced.
Well, it only went to 3.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This guy went to 3, and he's got 3 of the top 6 in a game that's spanned 58 goes.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5
Custom
FM.
Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Is your dog Team Rough or Team Fluff? It's officially Puppy Bowl season at Dogtopia Jacksonville Beach Boulevard. They're getting MVPs, most valuable pups, ready for the big game. Your dog deserves a tail-wagging day of fun, and Dogtopia's indoor playrooms are the perfect training ground for their game day moment. Get your dog in on all the action by visiting Dogtopia Jacksonville Beach Boulevard and St. John's Bluff. New to the pack? Enjoy a free day of daycare. Mention Puppy Bowl when booking to claim the offer.
Hey, folks, Hicken here from my friends at Zero Res. Oh, it's a great time of the year. You got the big game coming up. You need pre-big game or post-big game cleaning. You're going to need one or the other. Look, if you're having people over for the game or you're bringing people out for the game, listen, get those carpets clean, man. Right now, this month, $129 for 3 rooms, plus the 4th room is free. That's right. Schedule now. You'll get 3 rooms for $129. 4th room is on me. Hottest price of the year, man. Zero Res. You spell it forward. Zero Res. You spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, 2nd generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
The Florida Forum welcomes best-selling author and journalist Carl Hyacin, February 12th. Funds raised go to a Kids Care Mobile ICU, a neonatal and pediatric critical care transport vehicle. Kids Care vehicles and helicopters safely transport more than 2,200 infants and children a year to Wilson Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at thefloridaforum.com or call 202-2886. 202-2886.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me. If you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
New Orleans, a spectacle in the Superdome. 4 quarters in the French Quarter.
60 minutes of football. 60 minutes! All right, here we go!
1010XL's coverage of football's favorite day.
This is about us!
Is viewed through Window World of Northeast Florida.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the 2024 Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards, and it's easy to see why. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the new Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 12th through 16th. The Daytona 500 is sold out, but you can still win a 4-pack of tickets to all the other Speed Weeks races. What driver won the 2024 Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. What driver won the 2024 Daytona 500? For a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Speed Weeks races, text the driver's last name to 641-1010.
Taylor Doll here. Get your mammogram on the Buddy Bus Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 at the showroom of Renewal by Anderson Beach in San Pablo. Reserve your spot by calling 904-202-2499. 904-202-2499.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Oh, man, what a day. What a day. Time to cool down a little bit and relax as the Jags continue to put together their staff. And pretty incredible what they're doing, and they're definitely going a different direction. So it'll be look, it's different, it's exciting, and this time of the year we'll get behind it, man. And hopefully it works.
I'm cooling down on it. Listen, I know that I'm probably hit, at a little bit outside of your typical NBA, of your typical sports fan when it comes to NBA. I love the NBA, and boy, this is a really perky little period we had this week. We've had some big names on the move that I think are really going to impact the postseason as we watch it, whether it's De'Aaron Fox to San Antonio. He made his debut last night, whether it's Luka to L.A. The Lakers made a move yesterday, Dan. I'm just going to say this, a name to remember as we get to the postseason. He's a center named Mark Williams. It's a big need for them, and he's one of those guys who you don't really, recognize or realize because he's toiling down there in Carolina where there's only room for one good player to pay attention to. In this case, LaMelo Ball. But just a lot of interesting moves. Brandon Ingram gets traded again. So he goes to, I believe,
Well, the Williams
Toronto.
guy is interesting. The risk with him is he's played about half the games.
He's hurt.
He's always hurt. He's a Duke kid. He played 1 year at Duke. He's but he's like 16 points, 10 rebounds guy.
Like 7, too.
And Luka went to him and he says he likes that big center who gives him another option. He gives him the alley-oop passes and things. He should actually flourish in L.A.
Well, and really,
if he can stay healthy.
Well, and look, the immediate effect of this trade is how do Luka and LeBron pair? But really, this the long game here is Luka. Who are you pairing with Luka?
Right.
He's your next.
Oh yeah,
like more than LeBron. LeBron's only going to end up being there 6-8 years. I mean,
the Lakers traded Dalton Connect, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like if I'm Carolina or Charlotte, I would have wanted more. I mean, there's a 31 draft pick, so you don't know how they're going to be, but To me, I don't know. I don't. I would have said, give me Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect or whatever. Give me, or they. Has Dalton Connect done anything yet? I know he's had like a couple games.
No, he's been good. They did not want to lose him. Like a Laker fan didn't want. I think he's averaging like 15 a game. I think
9. I looked it up.
Maybe it was a recent stretch or during a stretch.
So I'm just curious about
Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish has been traded 6 times. Is nothing.
Right,
yeah.
You've had him. I've had him. Again,
Cam Reddish is a throw-in. Is a
By the way, second time Cam Reddish has been involved in a Luka Doncic trade. Although this is by proxy. They get a 2031 unprotected. So that'll come in handy in 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that's a great move for them. I mean, those big men don't fall on trees, man. The Knicks gave away Jericho Sims. I knew they were going to. He's fallen out of the rotation, and he's been a disappointment. He had a great opportunity to play this year, and he couldn't get it done. So anyway, he gone. But yeah, the NBA went crazy. I'm telling you, I'm convinced the commissioner said, "Listen, we need to shake this thing up."
We've had a big. It's been a good 3 months for one guy in our industry.
Okay.
He's very likable to this point. I don't know if I will ever go to a point that I don't like him, but he's super, super likable now doing what it is he does. A couple of things have made him like have really upped his street cred and his value. A couple of things have happened. One, a guy who was the godfather in his industry retired to do something else within the last year. And then 2, he gets to break the biggest story in a long time in the NBA.
Okay.
But Shams Charania, he's a big winner this last
Shams
2
is
months.
taking the
Shams is the guy. Yeah, Shams is the guy now. He's done a terrific job. He's well spoken. He's breaking big stories, and I think
he was well known to like NBA insiders before he joined. But now
he's like this has been the week where he's just gone front and center. Because he broke the Doncic.
Yeah, he was definitely.
He broke it. That's a big one, man.
Yep.
I mean, I was on vacation. I got up and I saw it, and I thought it was a joke.
That's what everyone did.
Right?
Everybody.
Okay. I mean, where did that come
I saw this. This is what I saw. I woke up and turned on the TV. It was on ESPN for the night before, and the first thing on the bottom bar was Anthony Davis dealt to Mavs. Like, I had missed the first half of the trade. So I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what they gave up for Anthony Davis.
Really?
And then it rolls. What?
Yeah.
I mean, literally crazy, man.
That was crazy, dude.
I would have my guy and just check that in doubt. I mean, I'm not kidding, for mental faculties and stuff. Like, you may not be operating in the right, time zone or something. That you don't trade that. You just don't. There is no way to defend the trade.
Yeah.
Without attaching a conspiracy theory, it's indefensible.
Yeah.
So there has to be there, and that's why I said I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. You are. There's one here, and it's true. Either the NBA wanted to move and told them to do it, or they're going to tank because they want to move to Vegas, or they're going to. There is a reason other than winning a championship that they did this. Because if they were winning a championship, they wouldn't have made the move.
Did not the Dallas Mavericks with Luka just play for an NBA championship?
Yeah, they were in the final last year. Last year they were in the finals.
So he took them to the NBA finals.
Last year. He had a
He's
terrible
25 years old.
5-time first-team All-NBA. You do the math. That's insane. It's the worst trade of my lifetime.
Is Luka top
3? Top 3 player in the world.
Player.
Yes.
Who are they?
Luka, Jokic, and Giannis. Those are the best 3 players in the game.
Those are the best 3?
Those are the best 3.
What about Shea?
Shea, he's up
There's a
there.
lot of guys around him.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of guys around him. You're asking me my opinion. Those are the 3.
Shea will win the MVP this year.
He will,
right?
and he's right, and he may
And when he does that, and if he takes Oklahoma City to the finals,
again,
he may make his way.
What do those 3 dudes I just mentioned have in common that Shea ain't never going to have?
Championships.
No, about 7 inches of height.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the best player in basketball ain't never 6'2", man. Never. Never has been, never will be. Really good ones, dominant ones. It's rare that you can be good enough to lead your team to a title if you're not 6'6" or bigger. I mean, it's very, very rare. It's a big man sport, and that's why Jokic, Giannis, and Luka are there's a certain edge over guys like Shea that they're always going to have.
You ready for some New York City headlines?
I am.
Have you done them while I was away?
I don't know what we did while you were away, Dan. I felt like you were gone about 41 days. It was only 3, so I don't know what that says about either you or me, but yeah.
My kind of week, baby. Crank it up, E. Parent reveals the bizarre name of child's classmates. Some of these are downright criminal.
People have kind of lost their mind with just entertainment, Netflix. Between Netflix and TikTok, people are just doing some things that don't fit real life.
Repeat. Star Slugger ends free agency saga with $54 million Mets reunion.
Yeah, sure. That's all over the New York periodic. By the way, Shea 6'6". I'll take it all back.
New York.
Okay.
That shocks me. Did you know he's that biggie?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. I said 6'2". 6'6", you're telling me?
Heroic armed pilot stops 15-year-old who stormed airport with an AR-style rifle and demanded a plane.
Right through the...
Yeah, you can't demand planes. I know that for sure.
No.
New York.
Pray for him. Priest attacked by disturbed gentleman as prayer service collapses into chaos.
Yeah, you're really pushing tempting fate when you go attacking priests in churches.
J.D. Vance, half-brother, announces mayoral bid inspired by role model Veep sibling.
Yeah, why not?
I am so lucky. Ye fires back at critics over wife Bianca Censori's nude red carpet photo.
No.
Smart, talented, brave, and hot.
No, you're tacky and you have no class. We don't show up nude to things. Your girlfriend's hot. Congratulations. Welcome to the Million Man Club. Stop.
California community is sliding toward the Pacific Ocean.
How quick?
Don't know.
Did that sound hopeful? My bad.
Khloe Kardashian admits she works out to get...
Please be on the mudslide. Please be on the mudslide. Please be on the mudslide.
Someone's going to see this naked one day.
Please be on the mudslide. Please be on the mudslide. Please be on the mudslide.
Super A-list backstage with Diplo. Diplo, $1 million to party with Shaq. How the rich do the Super Bowl.
I don't even know what any of that means. I heard somebody got $1 million, and if they're giving you $1 million to party with them, yeah, I'd be careful. It's not just doing shots. I don't know what's going on there. Need to be paid to party with people now?
Wow. A time was had. NFL star quarterback and wife party in Cabo as trade rumors swirl.
Is that Russ and Sierra? That's who I would guess. Russ and Sierra sounds like to me. Or is it Sierra?
Sierra.
Okay, either one. That's not one where you get it wrong if you do it wrong.
No, it's Stafford.
Oh,
it's Maddie.
Yeah.
But the coach says Sierra.
They trading him?
Okay.
They trading Stafford?
Well, they had talked about it because he's, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they trade Stafford. That doesn't sound smart. We hit it. You keep Stafford for another year, and you draft like Jackson Dart in round 2. I mean, I got to run the Rams too, Dan.
On Cloud 9, Christina Hall goes Instagram official with new boyfriend after steamy public makeout.
I can tell you, of all of the pretty women in the world that you want to stay 18 miles away from, it's this Christina girl.
You know her.
Oh, my God, dude. It all started. She did one of those home reno shows with the Tarek dude. That's where it started. They just broke up 10 minutes ago. This is like her 4th marriage since then. She is a disaster, buddy.
Looking at a Cape Cod luxury home on shaky ground, perched above beach, slowly being taken over by wind and water. That one ain't going to make it.
Yeah, it's Chloe. Can I get Chloe on that one then?
That's a New York City headline.
Huh? Just saying.
You know what's interesting? Before we get out of here, and this is a headline, Stephen A. Smith is really going political.
Yes.
I don't know. How can ESPN allow that, bro? I'm just curious.
Political about, is he complaining about politics? I just know he said he's running for president.
He's on Hannity. He's doing all the political shows.
He's been on CNN and Fox.
I tell you what, you know what? He probably he might be getting bored doing sports, and he's going to.
That's fine, but should you be allowed to do that? Should you work at ESPN if you're doing that?
They changed their mind so much on that, Dan. I can't get an answer. They spend a while acting like you can't, and then they spend other times acting like you should. You're talking about a network who last week on a busy night in sports on the morning sportscast led with Oklahoma LSU women's basketball. They stopped trying a long time ago. There's nothing wrong with Oklahoma LSU women's basketball for the 16,000 in attendance and the other 41 people that care. But to send out a national sports report in the morning like that's the biggest story in the sports world, that ends any level of credibility or try.
Get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. Find the coolest cats in town at coolcatsjacks.com.
What up, Tone?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Tony.
Tone, I said this to start the show this morning, and and you guys will talk about the new offensive coordinator, and that's cool. I have scar tissue from the last relationship with head coach and offensive coordinator. So I just want the offense coordinator, whoever he may be, whiz kid, whatever, come in here, help the head coach. But the head coach calls the plays.
The head
That's
coach
where
has
we
already
are.
claimed that.
Yeah. So I don't need to really worry about who the OC is. I'm glad. I'm excited for him. I hope he grows with them, and maybe one day. But The way that last one was handled, the back and forth, and that drove me nuts. So I'm good with that.
Well, we know it's going to be a bunch of young people leading a bunch of young people,
that's
right?
for sure.
In the organization, that's what they've decided to do. That's the path they've taken. We'll see if that's the right path. Time will tell on all that kind of stuff. I'm not unexcited just because it's a bunch of young guys. It's like, okay.
And first timers.
Yeah.
Right? First time OC, first time coach, first time DC.
Yeah. Like I've been talking about the last couple days on the
first
show.
First time EVP, first time GM probably.
You don't make any of these decisions saying this is where it's going to go wrong.
Right.
Like, things go wrong and it's like, oh, we didn't mean for that to happen. Well, no one ever means for them to happen. That's why they're called unintended consequences. Like you don't make a plan like that and it happens and you're like, yeah, that's exactly how I thought it was going to work out. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. Like you're not hiring for the bad. You're hiring for all the positives, and so we'll see. They've chosen a direction, and we'll see if the direction is good.
I like to do this, Tony. Sometimes I get a feel for how.
You look like you have a headache.
Today.
Are you okay?
No. This is I'm thinking out loud. I'm gonna guess today's guest, Demetrius Harvey. That's my
Demetrius Harvey.
Just saw him walk by though. I just saw him too. We all
with
saw
us
him.
on the show today.
We all saw him.
Yeah.
He just walked by right there.
He did. He just walked by.
Yeah, he just walked by there.
Right,
so
never mind.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to redefine some social parameters because if people in general have gotten so big that we're calling that girl that the cheetah had the run with a quote plus size, that I've been misidentifying what plus size is.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So people that are going there, we're sending them to see Tyreek's.
I just read them.
I know. I know. Hip crushed plus size model. You might not get what you're expecting. That's all I'm saying.
Broke her leg.
Crushed it.